What up, what up?
We back.
We back. The Rose Podcast Ever, episode 16. It's your boy C. Diddy.
Matt makes me sick.
And we are at New Media Studios right now. There's a lot going on in the world around us.
Yeah, a whole lot of shenanigans.
in the Philadelphia world around us.
The whole world.
As we record, today will be a politically correct show for the most part, I think.
I hope.
We have some special guests in the building who have vested interest in us staying politically correct. So until at least they leave the studio,
Yeah, we're gonna be politically correct. If y'all get out of here, it's going down.
Shit going left. We got the crew from Dope Shows in the building. State your name, fellas.
Jameer, they call me DT Emir.
Steph,
They call me.
they call my name is Benny Chase on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
For those of you that do or don't know the Dope Shows crew, new company started in December this year, right?
Yep, December.
No, December last year.
Well, correct.
December 2016.
December 2016. They've been making a lot of waves in the Philly market. We thought it was really important to get them on here. They doing some be cliche dope shit in the market right now. Fabulous and Jadakiss, they got an upcoming show. I'll let them tell you who's featured in their upcoming show. And it's not just a local Philadelphia thing, even though they're a Philadelphia company. They are already going national with it, and so we just want to talk to them and see everything that they got going on, and and do our normal 1-2 with our social media rundown, everything that's going on in the news, political, and we'll get to the fuckery, I guess, at the end.
Yeah, we can handle that later.
So just kind of starting off, guys, tell us about Dope Shows. When was it? We already kind of stated when it was founded, but kind of like expand on that and give us the backstory.
Yeah, what made y'all do this?
Yeah, for sure. So Steph and I have been friends for a couple years now, probably like 3-4 years, and we always was talking about doing like something dope that was in the city. So we sat down in December, had dinner together. And at that time, we was basically talking about like the different voids that was in the city, and like things that we saw where it was like people would come out. Like I had a long history in the party promotion world, and it's like I would see like how the party promotion world was kind of dwindling down, or how I would do parties, and it was like you would be basically begging somebody to come out. But then we started talking about how like lounges was starting to pop, and more of like the concert world, how like when artists come to the city, like there's no more begging nobody to come. Like when they show up, everybody is pouring out for that one evening. So it's like us tackling that instead of like trying to go at like opening up a lounge or going at the whole club scene as of yet.
That's dope.
So I mean that's how it really came about starting off. And that conversation happened in December. We went through like a long email train of like maybe a month of trying to lock in an artist. When we initially sat down, it was like multiple artists that we had in mind. And then Fab ended up being somebody that we both was kind of sold on. Being honest, Fab Camp really was the ones that kind of came to us with the Freddie versus Jason idea. We initially was just going at Fab by itself. But once they brought that up and we seen the hype of like around just the whole mixtape anticipation, we was like, it just made sense.
That's
so
dope.
that's what we ran with that. And then the show ended up coming in March. So it was like we was able to drop it in January to start the promo. And that basically was the launch of the company.
Yeah, Chad tried to get me on his podcast for like a year. He never took me to dinner. So
I might have sped the shit up.
I heard that. I'm like, damn, you went to dinner. That's cool. Y'all got that done in 2 months.
So y'all kind of touched on it already. But what kind of prompted y'all two who haven't done? You've done promotion. I know Steph hasn't, but haven't done concert promotion. Like I know you seeing it now. You in it. It's a different animal than party promotion. Right. So what specifically made y'all say concert promotion versus, I don't know, EDM tours? I'm saying like, right. What specifically about like urban concert promotion was like, let's do that?
Well, we both thought it was we thought it was a void here.
Yeah.
I got a real estate background, so I got like a lot of operational, organizational skills from that real estate stuff. So coming over to this, I figured I play that role with the promotional company, and Mir played a role he already been playing, like getting people
P.
interested.
Diddy.
P. Diddy, and to be a good marriage. So we came together like that, and that's how we put it together.
Got you.
That way.
Overall, what would y'all say is like the mission of dope shows? Like, what are y'all looking to accomplish, or what do y'all want y'all legacy to be?
Being a boutique style concert promotion company, I feel like we really got our ears to the streets. Like, I don't want to name drop on no other companies, but it's more or less like I feel like a lot of the big companies, they can't see it until the album sales show it. So like Ross' album right now is like, we're bringing Ross May 26th to the Fillmore. And like every car, like the moment I'm listening to Ross' album, it's giving me chills. And everybody I'm talking to around me is saying like how this is his best album. It's like we got our ear to the street, so we know like when it's time to pull the trigger on an artist, not like waiting to see like, oh, how Ross' album do in Philadelphia. It's like we know Philly.
Ross hasn't done a show here in a while, has he?
He hasn't. He was here in AC not that long ago, but I feel like that still doesn't tie to these demographics.
Yeah.
You talking about 90, like a 60 to 75 minute drive, depending on where you at in Philly.
Yeah, true.
And a different structure of the show, because when Ross was in AC,
it was with a bunch of people.
He was with a bunch of people, so he had like a 20, 30 minute set, where with this show is like we looking at an hour set.
Yeah.
So like you.
And then they got a new album, so it's like all of that new stuff.
Yeah. That show was basically, I think it was the day after his album dropped.
Yeah. So people didn't absorb the album yet.
You couldn't digest it that quick.
His album's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely like one of my favorite albums this year.
Hands down. Something that I noticed strategy-wise with y'all have been able to pop shows off in anywhere between like 6 to 10 weeks compared to like 12 to 16 is what like I see with like a lot of other shows. What do y'all attribute that to as far as being able to shorten the promotional cycle?
I would say just having that like promotional background from my end, right? Like, it's at the end of the day, it's like I ran around doing parties for a long time, so I have a network of people that I'm able to say like, all right, we pressing a button on Ross today, and I'm on Chad phone like, yo, can you throw this up for me? Or like, this person, can you throw this up for me? And over the years, making sure I took care of people. Like, when people knew they was coming to my events, like they knew that I was gonna make sure that they were straight. So they don't. In return, it's like one hand wash the other.
Right.
Where they able to. I feel like we able to get it out to the people faster than another company.
Yeah.
Not having that groundwork already created to where like they can't call Chad and be like, yo, just throw it up for me, and they just gonna do it on the strength based off of the relationship. I feel like that's a huge part of us as a company. That's what we big on in general. Like just us continuing to have dope relationships and already having previous dope relationships.
Yeah, because I mean, something that I noticed is like, with the first show, y'all was more so like you had a longer promotional cycle, and then I'd seen at some point it just turned the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like, we promoting the show, and then somewhere around probably like 5 or 6 weeks out, it was like, we 80% sold out, we 85% sold out, we 90% sold out. Right. And it just kind of like took on a life of its own that last, 2-3 weeks of like promoting the show. So it's just kind of like to see y'all go from that to now it's like, y'all got Ross coming up immediately next here, May 26th, right?
And that show was literally 6 weeks. The promotion time for that
from beginning to end.
From beginning to end, from the moment that the money went into the account.
Yeah,
we had 6 weeks to the date. We 5 weeks out now.
Yeah,
we already roughly around like 600-700 tickets sold. Yeah, that's in the first week.
Yeah, we did that last.
I got a goal set that we trying to do 1,000 within 2 weeks. And I mean, just sticking with it, I feel like making sure, like, the last show is like a list of people that I just got that I know for sure, like, I got to take care of because over the years they made sure that I was good. And when this show come out, it's like it's not a question in their mind that they're going to post it and do whatever and let their friends know about it.
Right.
And we got Freddie vs. Jason in Boston, too.
Yeah, I was waiting for y'all to talk about that.
We got Freddie vs. Jason in Boston on June 2nd. And the first we doing pretty good on ticket sales there, too. We had like around like 850 on that, and it's after the Ross show.
Right. So that's the next week, right?
Yeah. So we wanted to step in that field of like being able to go somewhere else and do what we do here, and so far it's been pretty successful.
Yeah. How do y'all go about selecting what artists y'all build shows around? Is it like a passion thing? Is it a heat thing? Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's probably a combination of both, like passion and heat. Like, and making sense financially. Like, that's the first thing. Like, does it make sense financially? You don't want to pay somebody too much if you ain't gonna get that return. So once we go through that whole thing and we feel like it's some substance there, that's when we go about picking. And we ask people, like, it's not like some perfect matrix. We ask people, we asked you.
Yeah.
We say, like, how you feel about this guy?
Yeah.
And, you know, we ask people we know. I ask my son. I ask people that's close to me. So, you know, that's how we get our idea.
I do, and we also like look at. So I feel like it starts initially with like a emotional connection or like how the music make us feel. But then at the end of the day, we try to let the data drive it to a certain extent too. And we gather the data the same way Steph is saying, right? Like us having like, I got you. That's somebody that's like, I trust your opinion. I remember we was on the phone for an hour just talking about like what Ross makes sense in his market.
Right.
It's like I got 10 other people, MB. I got Ed, like other people that's just like people that I trust their opinion, and it's like I go off of that. And then of course we got to make sure that financially we can stand to do it.
Right.
And then we listen to what people are saying. Like I heard Matt say, Raw's album is phenomenal. I heard Clark Kent on one of the other podcasts was saying Raw's album is phenomenal. I know Raw's album is phenomenal.
Right.
Like, so that works.
Validation from outside parties helps to make the decision a little easier.
Yeah, very true.
A lot of independent. I talk to and deal with independent artists all day, every day. Do y'all have any plans or aspirations to do anything based around like independent artists or unsigned acts?
I would say yes. For our first show, we gave 3 Philly artists the opportunity to open.
Yeah,
up.
I thought that was dope. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's fly as shit. To put them on the bill with Jadakiss and Fab, that was definitely decent.
Yeah, and we did the same thing when we went to Boston. Shout out to Ed. Ed basically, like, the moment I was telling him that we was taking Fab and Jada to Boston, he was like, yo, I know, like, 2 people that's flaming hot in Boston. When we went to Boston last week, like, their reputation in the city is crazy. Like, people was asking us, like, how the hell did y'all even get them to do it? Like, one guy's actually about to get signed. So I feel like that's one thing that we want to make sure that we stay true to, of, like, especially in our city, of making sure that we put unsigned artists on. But then when we travel the world as well, like making sure that we giving looks to like people in Boston, or we go to Charlotte, like people in Charlotte, or wherever, Tennessee, wherever we end up at, is like making sure we giving looks from folks from those cities. As well as like maybe we get to a space where like we got a Philly artist that we super duper interested in, and now we taking them to Boston with us, or we taking them to Charlotte with us, and now we running around the world with them as well. We also made like some jokes or some talks about like the boutique concert promotion company turning into like a label or a management situation for unsigned artists, and now like using the connections that we got from the concert world to be able to filter them in for an artist to become signed from being unsigned.
Yeah, Philly got some dope artists, man. I think Philly has like the best underground artists. I mean, I'm probably just saying that because I'm from Philly.
Nah, but it's validity to it. It's just, you know, the talent I don't think has ever been a question. We get in our own way.
No, without a doubt.
Like, it's like the reputation in the music industry of Philly artists is like, yo, you gonna sign him, he gonna go to jail, he gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's like so much bullshit. It's like, and then some of the artists do both. They go to jail and get shot. And you're like, yo, I got all this money sunk into this guy, and
but
I'm
you look at
dead.
what's like Meek last week had posted. He was watching videos like the old rap Jones.
Yeah,
he was posting like when Reed had came at him on the joint. He was like, when this came out, it's like everybody thought it was like a rap, but it's just like you look at where he's at now. Just you saw your man Uzi at Coachella, like Jesus Christ, like it's
like 200,000 people.
Dog, it's dope to see just these dudes rise up from that and become where they become. So it's like, you know, I've actually started listening to a lot more local artists. You know what I mean? Like,
it's definitely a lot of dope artists here.
A whole lot.
I think like us going other places, like I think we got the talent here, definitely. I think the only thing that we kind of missing is just like the little things, like stuff, like when you come from the streets, you don't think a video is important. Like when you put together a video and you put it out, but that's important. Like when you go to Boston, you look at they stuff, all of their stuff is like, they might be ass as far as
but
like,
all their shit is together. They got uniformity to like they packaging, and they got logos, and they got clean graphics and professional pictures.
And I think it, you know, in the future, we may be to the point where we could, you know.
I mean, I just asked because if so, y'all will never run out of artists. There's 10 million fucking rappers in Philadelphia.
Yeah. But it's crazy though, because when we was in Boston, we was sitting down with like a DJ from a radio station, and he was basically telling us like it was a guy out there that was inquiring about like paying to get on the show.
Yeah.
And we was like, all right, well, let us hear his music. And he pulled up his music, and he had like, his visuals was crazy. Yeah. He had a video with Quavo from Migos. Yeah. Quavo was in the video. They had shot it like, it looked like they was in like Dubai or some shit. Yeah. And like, he like a unsigned artist coming up, but it's like the DJ was telling us like, they running around, they tearing it up money wise, but he investing every dollar into his craft. Yeah. And like, you really could see it. Yeah. Like, and I left that meeting him feeling like, damn, like he fuck around and get signed.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't see that in Philly. Like, we do have a lot of talent, but like, you don't see people dumping every dollar.
They almost want people to give them shit. Yeah. And ultimately, nobody's not going to give you anything. And that's in any industry, especially as an artist. Because every person that you meet that you might be trying to pitch your artistry to got an artist or know an artist or whatever. So if they're going to give anybody anything, it's going to be the person that's in arm's reach of them and not the person, that they just meet. And so it's like the business aspect of it, people got to change it and kind of turn it from just like a passion project to I really want to do this and I'm really going to go in with everything in order to get my maximum result out.
Right. And when you listen to guys like Kevin Lyles and I forget the other guy, but like from their perspective as a label, they like, yo, we buying a package. So when they buying you as an artist, they buying a package. So you got to put that package together so they could buy it.
Right.
If you don't got the package together, they ain't gonna want to buy it. So like. That's,
or they're going to want to buy it at a deep discount.
I feel like music is way, like, remember back in the day, is like you could just, remember they had, what was the thing in Source? Unsigned hype. Yeah. It was like, oh, you nice,
you can sign.
And we'll work on you. Now it's like, you almost got to build your machine and walk it into the label. And then they're like, all right, well, how many followers you got? You do this, you did that. And all of that shit got to be done pretty much before you can come in and get a deal.
It's so backwards because the labels essentially kind of have forced the artists into independence by doing it that way to where now some of the biggest artists don't want to sign to a label. Like you can't get Young Dolph to sign to a label because he's still doing 40 city tours. He's still selling out shows. He's still selling 200,000 albums independently every cycle, and he's getting 83% of his profit or whatever. So it's like, why would I share that with you unless you gonna give me $50 million?
It's like Nas said, they sold music out the trunk of the car. That shit amazed me. Like that's really how it is. You know what I mean?
Gucci Man said Young Dolph. I heard him in an interview. He's like, that's how I met Young Dolph. He came to me with his own money. And he was buying verses from me with his own money, and I'm like, damn, he's like, he had a different respect.
A lot of artists don't know that that's how you cultivate the relationship. You got to spend money with the plug before the number go down.
Exactly.
And that apply to anything in life. Like if I'm trying to buy X amount of sheetrock, I got to pay the number starting off. And then when I come back and I come back and I come back.
Boy, like, yo, here, take the sheetrock.
Exactly. Yo, I got 80 extra sheets. You need anything? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to spend money to cultivate that relationship.
That's technically how the Boston situation worked. We had the show here. It was like we was communicating back and forth with Fab and them via email. But then, like, once we had the Boston, like, we knew we wanted to go in the direction of Boston. We had it kind of sitting out there. They didn't respond yet. But then as soon as we hit them, like, yo, we sold out Philly, it was like, oh, all right, hell yeah. Like, hey, y'all got Boston too, and whatever other dates y'all want. Yeah. So it was like, if we wouldn't have had a successful show here, or if it wouldn't have went as well,
it'd have changed everything.
It would have changed everything. So I definitely feel like unsigned artists definitely got to be willing to invest in their craft and make sure that they can get them looks, because them artists, the labels, they ain't doing no more artist development.
That shit over.
That's what I was getting to. Like the artist development game is just dead. You know what I mean?
They want you to come already in developed.
Right.
They done already threw too many millions down the drain trying to develop.
I mean, shit. When you were saying, when you got people like Dolph who are literally like at the forefront of his state. Yeah, and he's not signed. It's just like
his region, like the whole southern region. Like he's a part of that 5 to 8 artists that really matter from down there. It's like Future, Gucci Man, Migos, Dolph, Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he's in the mix, and he getting 83% of his situation.
Yeah.
Like,
I was in Atlanta and they pulled up next to me in the Wraith. This was about 2 summers ago,
right?
So I know that bad.
Yeah, that was off the first the Preach run. That was off the first summer run. 2015 summer run. He went and got the Wraith. So ain't no telling what he driving now.
Yeah, them Wraiths is coming, by the
way. With everything that y'all got going on, have y'all set any short-term, long-term goals for the company? And so like, where do y'all see yourselves in the next couple of years?
We want to be hiring a full staff of employees. We want to be setting up a beautiful office space somewhere. We want to be.
I might need a job because I'm on thin ice. Real shit.
It's almost over.
Yo, it's very, very close.
You show up early one more time, nigga.
Yo, it's getting bad.
Yeah. We want to go up and down the mid-Atlantic and hopefully eventually hit the Midwest and West Coast as far as shows. So we got a lot of different things we want to do. And just keep cultivating relationships with these artists, their management, talk to them, you keep building the relationships with them. So,
right.
Yeah, that's where we want to be. Just keep growing.
Yeah, it's definitely dope to see y'all move outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? Be able to get the same type of love, respect, and that's dope. You know what I mean? We need more of that.
Yeah, because they always say that, like, everybody that make it had to dip out the city for a minute and then come back, It's unfortunate.
I mean, it's sad though. I feel like that's what Philly kind of respect. Like when you go to when you go to other places and it get turned up. Like when we was in Boston, it's like the love we was getting out there, even down to like passing out flyers. Like if I pass out flyers in Philly at the club,
like, nigga, don't give me no motherfucking flyer.
I got people ducking me. People too cool.
Yeah, you damn near got to pull your gun out to give a nigga a flyer. You will take this flyer, nigga.
Right. But in Boston, it's like I'm outside doing the same thing, passing out flyers, and I got people literally running up to me, kind of like, "Yo, this is dope. Like this is all. Like I ain't never seen like nobody outside of a venue passing out flyers." And it's like, it's crazy because when you go other places, you see that like stuff that we take for granted here, or stuff that like we don't pay attention to other places like yearn for it. Like guerrilla marketing is a thing. Like we got somebody emailing us every day, like we got guerrilla market for you in Boston. It's like, no, we gonna run back and forth to Boston every weekend and guerrilla market for ourselves, because we used to doing it. But I would say the ad basically is like make dope shows a global company. Yeah. Like to where like artists know, like, yo, when dope shows email us or when dope shows call, like they bought their business, like get on it type of thing. And I feel like we saw that with the Fab situation when they gave us the date. We seeing that now with the Raw situation where it's like early in the promotion, like we just announced that we had Ross last Friday. On that Tuesday, Ross dropped the flyer. It's like early. Usually, artists wait till the day of the show.
I seen Ross all over it on Instagram.
Yeah, he's snapping. So it's like just making it to where like we a global mark and people know like when they see dope shows, the same way when you see a lot of other concert companies, like all right, they about it. Like even like Fab and them took a little long coming on for the last show, and like somebody was kind of like. Somebody had hit me in my DM and was more so like, dang, I was getting nervous for y'all. Like, I thought it was about to be a jinky promoter situation. And it's like, no way. Like, we would never do that. But it's like, for that to be out of people's mind wherever, like all over the world, people feel like, damn, like dope shows coming to our city. We saw what they did in Boston. We saw what they did in LA. Like, damn, they coming to our city. Whereas more so like, we torn. Like, we torn like an artist.
Yeah, that's dope.
So I mean, anything else y'all wanna plug, promote, anything?
Follow me on the gram at DT Mayor. Fab, we got Fab and Jada in Boston. That's Friday, June 2nd at the House of Blues. Memorial Day weekend, Rick Ross concert.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that Friday, May 26th. At the Fillmore. Tickets is selling fast. I know Philly, I know we a last minute city, but please get on it. Last time I had a lot of people that was disappointed that they couldn't get into the Fab and Jada show that was here. Them tickets is moving out quick.
Where can they get the tickets for the Fab and Jada show in Boston and for the Raw show? Where website where they can go get tickets?
So everything in reference to the tickets is on Ticketmaster. The Ross link though is in my Instagram bio.
And the FillmorePhilly.com is on there as well.
Yep, for the Raw show.
For the Raw show.
And then the House of Blues Boston would be for the Boston show, Freddie vs. Jason.
Yeah.
The Instagram for dope shows.
Yeah.
Instagram was dicking us around with this dope shows.
No,
man.
Steph was right. It's dope_shows_.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Steph was right.
They made us do all these underscores, man. Somebody had dope shows straight out already locked up.
Somebody hit me in the DM the other day, was like, this Raw shit is dope. We need Hove next.
Yo, listen, we go through it so much with this podcast. Like it's like shit happens and motherfuckers legit will hit me. And I got friends that I got friends in high places. I got friends that are complete idiots. I'm not gonna say nobody's name, but they say some of the dumbest shit. And I'll be
Motherfuckers
like,
told us y'all need to go down with Kevin Hart filming a movie. Y'all need to go down to his set and get him on the show. I said, do you want me to get shot? Like Kevin Hart has sniper money. Like you're sending me to a suicide mission. Like yeah, I'm here to see Kevin Hart. Does he know who you are? No, but I have a podcast.
Yo, my man hit me the other day. Was like, yo, why you ain't had Meek on yet? I'm like, he just bought a Dawn. Like, why the fuck? Like, that nigga's not paying.
Nigga got bigger fish to fry.
Real shit.
Yeah.
That cracks me up all the time with us.
Don't worry though, we coming for Hove though.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna eventually get all these people on.
We gonna get around to you, Hove. I hope you listening. We on your ass, man.
Exactly.
So
Dope Shows, the realest podcast ever. We on your ass, Hove. We gonna get you through.
Yo, you know something I just thought about? We should collaborate on our live show.
Yeah.
For sure.
That make perfect sense.
Perfect
Make
sense.
all the sense in the world. Dope Shows, realest podcast ever. Live show. We incorporate some sort of a concert with it, or we host one of y'all concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a live show. Yeah, because a live show is coming.
Yeah.
Take me to dinner,
Let's do it.
and we figure it all out.
Honestly, that's what it's about though. The relationship piece. Like everybody that's around me right now, and I know it's the same for Steph. Is everybody that been around me.
Yeah.
Like I ain't just start doing constant. DJ A Boogie been my DJ. For years.
Same here.
Like it's like
Me and A Boogie used to wash cars together on the roof at Enterprise with suits on.
Right. It's like
On 36 and Chestnut.
every stage I
Me
touch,
and A
he
Boogie
gonna
go
touch.
back.
It's like I ain't
Humble
doing a concert without asking Chad what the fuck he think.
Oh shit.
So for sure, let's do it.
Yep.
So y'all heard it. It's here.
It's on air. Let's do it.
13,000 people heard it.
Yeah.
It's on air. You know what I'm saying? It's on video also. Y'all
Yeah,
heard
let's
it.
do
We will host a concert and we going to put our live show together. Dope Shows, the realest podcast ever. Any parting words?
Signing out. Dope Shows. Philly, I want to see y'all out. May 26th.
Get your tickets early because I don't want no calls. Like, yo.
Oh, man, looking for them
man.
comps. Y'all got any comp tickets y'all can sell me?
Let's put it out. How many people you said 13,000 people is listening? I don't have any comps, man.
Well, there goes my comp. I was gonna ask for it. Fuck.
What up? Realest podcast ever. Shout out to the guys from Dope Shows. They just left the studio. Great interview with them guys. Make sure y'all head to Fillmore, Philly. Get y'all tickets for the upcoming Rick Ross show. If y'all in the Boston area, make sure y'all get tickets to the Freddie vs. Jason show, Fab and Jadakiss. That's on June 2nd. And a lot of dope shit coming up with them guys. We trying to coax them into letting us host the show.
Yeah, we were just discussing that off air.
Yeah, off air.
That would be dope.
We can't say who, but a really big artist. We get that. Y'all can't speak to me for like a week or some shit
Oh, you
like
know,
that.
I'm talking mad shit.
Talking crazy.
Yeah.
We got a repeat sponsor this week. Let's give it up for that. Shout out to my guy Carl Wilkerson. Today, the CWBA 10 and under league championship game winning a double overtime. Congratulations to the Speed Boys who won 15-13 over the King Sesson Roadrunners. As we always tell you each and every time he sponsors the show, make sure y'all go to CWBA LLC, follow the movement, get your kids involved. They have a men's league also, and they're doing a lot of dope things in the community, West Philly, Southwest Philly, just getting people involved. So shout out to Carl, and he said our shorts
That was all to say. That's the dopest part.
on the way.
The shorts are ordered.
The shorts are ordered.
Yep.
So y'all will be seeing us with our TRPE shorts on soon, flexing on you hoes.
Yeah.
So let's get into
They're
the
gone.
ignorance.
Dope Shows is out of here. Now we can get
Our
to the
political connects are
to
gone.
get to the fuckery.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Matt just showed me a video of a chick getting banged out outside on a patio. This week, Philadelphians made their annual pilgrimage to Miami. We will not name the event because they do not sponsor the show.
Nope.
However, we do hope everyone has a safe, fun, STD-free time and makes it back in one piece.
It was some STDs.
Y'all are down there raw and shit.
Yeah, it was dirty feet everywhere. I
crazy.
know it's some STDs down there.
The one chick whose name shall remain nameless because she's not sponsoring the show is acting a complete donkey. She's all over our Instagram timelines. Let this be a theme to you motherfuckers. If you don't sponsor the show or buy an ad, I'm not saying your name no more.
Yeah, I'm over that now.
This show is doing upwards of 10 to 15,000 viewers a week. So if you're not relevant,
we're not even factoring the YouTube views.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Our YouTube is turning up. It's kind of lit. 281 views on YouTube right now. We got about 30 some odd subscribers. Need to get them YouTube numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Realest podcast ever. Spelled the same way, spelled everywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on Twitter now. Matt doesn't know. We're on Twitter now. TRPE 2017.
I never know what's going on.
I'm a back office monster. I was on some back office shit this week.
Yo,
I'm signing PR deals.
You really were on some Sam Rothstein shit.
Yeah, I was on some shit this week.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, Chad be on bullshit. So I text Chad. I'm like, yo, what's up with all of the, and no bullshit. He sent me like 90 pages worth of text. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, so what the fuck did you do this weekend? And I'm like,
man, just send me the rundown for the show, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, exactly.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
You obviously did the show rundown. You did all this other shit.
You definitely were on some Sam Rothstein shit.
Yeah, I was willing and dealing this week, man.
You didn't like that Al Heyman reference, but that's neither.
Yo, the Al Heyman, yo.
That was funny.
Yo.
That was classic. Shout out Ra. That was classic.
Yo, have y'all ever seen that meme of Rondo when he's looking at the stat sheet and it's like he looked and like saw like Eddie House took like 19 shots? That's the exact look I had on my face when I read this text message from my man Ra that made a reference to somebody having the potential to be an Al Heyman if they hone their skills. And I'm like, that's a no for me, dogs. That
Dogs.
is a no.
Dogs is a funny
It's a no, dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it jumped off. I was like, I'm like, is Ra hot? Like, no more weed for Ra.
How do you feel though? I mean, like the overall for everything with that whole, pilgrimage to Miami shit.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Matt's to blame for what a lot of what's going on here. Matt and the Pain Gang.
No.
2014. Check them Instagram photos.
I mean, what I say is like I feel like when you're going out, and this is why I don't really go out that much. It should be fun. It should be a level of fun that should be exuded and should be happening, and it just doesn't. It's going out now with this whole new millennial generation. It's I gotta shit on the next person. You got women with, like, why are you going to the beach with a huge Chanel bag? Like, take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Get you a goddamn fanny pack and go enjoy your time at the fucking water. It's so silly.
Allow me to piggyback directly off of that point. I went last year. I had a miserable fucking time.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because Philly people don't know how to have a good time.
It's crazy, yo.
It's just like, yeah, you see me. And it's like the girls are like showing off for other girls and the guys are like showing off for other guys.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is strange.
One of my white friends, we always go back and forth. We're like Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz, like when we're just talking and shit. Like, and he's like, yeah, it's like I try to go out and party with black people, but I can't take you guys, man. and I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? And he was like, it's just so. He's like, the guy got mad at me. He said they went to a concert. I can't remember what concert was at. But he was like, the guy got mad at me because I like brushed up against him and almost stepped on his shoe. And he was like, motherfucker, these shoes cost $1,100. Watch where you stepping. And it's like, dude, my fucking shoes cost $28. I don't give a fuck what happens to these shoes tonight. And
I'm at a concert.
He's like, why the fuck would you wear $1,100 shoes to a fucking Kanye concert? It was Kanye.
Sold out
to a fucking
concert.
Kanye concert. And I'm like, it's crazy that as I get older and I look at things differently, it's like, yeah, we really do get wrapped up in
bullshit.
This belt that and it's just like, yo,
bullshit.
Go enjoy your night. Go enjoy like it's just crazy to me. You know, and I seeing it now, like now that I'm on the outside looking in,
like
it's like
these niggas tripping.
Jesus Christ. Like
you should see your face right now.
It's crazy. Because even when we did it, even when we went, now I'm being for real. Like
it was all in earnest.
I'm not about to stand on no car. Like Love even to me was like, I know you because you did. He's like, had I been down there with you, I fucking around would have been in the Maserati with you.
Yeah.
Because I know you not on some, and I see people like, yeah, I'm fucking them up, I'm shitting on, and it's just like,
there's no more valet spots because literally everybody has a foreign.
You're
not fucking them up or shitting on them.
It's like, it's just a thing now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I see niggas standing on cars, it's like, get down. Get down. You know what I'm saying?
Get your dumb ass down.
Because that's just
your monkey ass down.
It's just like and I understand having fun.
Yeah.
And don't try to pipe it to me like, oh, you hate and I'm having fun. Yeah. There's no way that's fun. That doesn't make something more fun.
Get your dumb ass down.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I get it. I understand. Yo, it's a vacation. You know.
Disclaimer. We get it.
Do your thing.
Have a blast.
But the same way we was the bid.
Y'all the bid.
It's just and
y'all the bid.
Yeah.
Y'all the bid.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all the bid, man.
It's crazy looking at it though. I'm seeing the absolute most get done.
Yeah, and my guy DJ Boo was trying to convince me to come down, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I got this charity event I got to do today. Like, I'm gonna sit this one out. And then the girl,
lying.
Then the
shit.
girl. No, I did have a charity event
you did?
today. Yeah. And then the pictures start sashaying down my timeline of the same pink bathing suit wearing John wilding out with them flapjack titties, and I was like, Chad, you made the right decision. Them titties look like burnt Mickey Mouse flapjack pancakes.
What the fuck?
It's a horrible sight. It's no way she doesn't smell like collard greens that was left on the stove for 4 days.
Oh, Lord.
Like she's been twerking and grinding on people, the ground, cars, bushes, the pool since she arrived. Ma'am, it's no way you don't stink. It's no way, ma'am. Ma'am, who I'm not going to name right now. It's no way. You don't sponsor the show, ma'am. It's no way you don't stink, ma'am. And we can smell you. You know what I'm saying? I literally scrolled my Instagram. I saw 70 different accounts that all had but no, listen. They all had the slideshow of her.
Can I tell you a story real quick?
Please.
We was in Miami. Los pulled up on me in the yellow Ferrari. And this big girl, was a bunch of girls coming out the gas station. And the big girl was like, "Ooh, can I take a picture with your car?" And we was like, "All right, whatever." And it's Miami, so we want to take pictures in front of cars. And we whatever, cool, yeah, go ahead. This bitch got on all fours, and I mean, she climbed up on top of the Ferrari on all fours. And Los looked at me and was like, "Look at my roof." That's right.
Look at my roof.
Look at my roof. Yo, I'll never forget that. But yeah, that was when you said grounded on cars. That's what made me think about that shit.
You tripping, sis. You know what I'm saying? You tripping, sis. I'm all for bringing back the fire hose. You know what I'm saying? And spraying some of y'all with the fire hose. You know what I'm saying? Selective fire hosing 2017. That's my movement.
The other night we was like, yeah, it might sound crazy, but I'm cool with the Hitler oven.
I'm cool with the Hitler oven. For a limited time only, bring back the Hitler oven. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to experience what went on in Nazi Germany. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all are tripping. Like,
my fucking stomach.
You're fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that was the ignorance portion of the show, sponsored by nobody at all. And
shit today. Oh man, what's crazy is I got emails about the shit.
Yeah,
that's how I knew it was like, all right, yeah, it's going somewhere else. like, it's crazy because every year it's like that whole Pain Gang, Maserati Mafia, all that shit.
The ghost of the Pain Gang is still
it's like synonymous with that weekend. So it's like whenever that weekend comes around, people will start texting me and screenshotting me somebody in this car, somebody in that car, and I'll just be like, "Yo, look, I really don't care. Like, I don't worry about the shit." I went into the realest podcast ever email today looking for questions for the show, and this motherfucker's in there like, "When the fuck is you bringing the Maserati out?" Like, I'm like, what?
I'm home.
I don't have a Maserati.
I don't have a Maserati. Like,
the fuck?
The Ford Explorer's in the shop,
Yo.
and I don't have a Maserati. I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, man. I'm looking at my IG. I got like 10 different people's accounts on my IG. I see people making plays for Live and all type. It's a lot going on right now on my Instagram.
You know what's crazy
DM,
is when I did go down there, I like Miss Live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even go. I was telling Love, I really didn't go to any of the like festivities and shit that was going on. I just couldn't take, our people. You know what I mean?
I just couldn't take our people.
I can't. Like our people, man. It's like Philadelphians have a knack for irritating. Like, and you said it perfectly. Like just being a nuisance.
Yeah.
I watched
being in the way.
I watched some of the videos because I was working yesterday, and like I got off and I went on and I seen like videos people was posting, and it was just like the cops had shut down 8th Street. And then it was like 800 people standing on every angle of the corner, like on
News Cafe, Wet Willie's, random corner,
and I'm just like, it don't even look enjoyable. Like, the same carefree aspect. You know what I mean? And it's just a whole new ball game. But, I know somebody made some paper. I hope, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, some of the videos and some of the pictures I saw were ridiculous. Some of the live videos, it was just like, we got to do better. Like, real shit. Carl straight called me, no bullshit. Shout out, Carl. I answered the phone. Carl's first words was, I'm embarrassed to be black. Like, I never thought I'd say that. It's like, I'm mad that I'm black right now. I'm like, yeah, it was a wild look. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, we want everybody to get back safe.
Please get back safe.
Don't get locked up.
Don't get booked on South Beach.
Like I almost did.
That's a nut-ass arrest. Don't get booked on South Beach, man. That's a nut-ass arrest. Cause
JT and them still grind me up for that because I was like burning down Collins in the Maserati, and the undercovers came out on me, and I stopped. And JT and them was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I'm not about to get in a fucking high-speed pursuit. I gotta go to work on Tuesday.
Right.
Like, I'm not about to get in a high-speed
limited amount of
pursuit.
vacation hours.
Real shit.
Like, I don't have time for this
I
shit.
can't call out no more. What the fuck? Yeah, but don't get booked down there. Don't get into no crazy shit. Everybody make it back safe. You know what I'm saying?
Please. Before we get into the rundown for this week, that was the preamble to the show. Kind of like the preamble to the
preamble.
Kind of like the preamble to the
drop
Constitution.
a word every week.
Kind of like the preamble to the Constitution. It's
Yeah.
like before we get into the real shit, this is some shit that we got to cover, but this is not as important as the rest of the shit that's in here. But it needs to be covered nonetheless.
You just made me think about when you said what was it you just said?
The Constitution?
The preamble to the Constitution. I was in a supermarket and this old white man walked in with like those like Ben Franklin shoes, like the penny loafers with the heel. And he walked, and I looked at his feet, and I'm like, he must be on his way to a peace treaty. And the lady behind me, old white lady, fell the fuck out. I didn't realize I said it loud enough for her to hear me. That shit happened this morning. Yeah, she fell out off of that.
Real quick, before we get into the rundown, I want to shout out all of our international listenership.
Yes.
South Africa, Mexico, United Kingdom, Belgium, Singapore, Italy, Canada, Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Thailand.
This
all
is just
represented.
amazing to see.
Like, I've never been to most of these places.
Never been to any of that. When I'm lying, I've been to Canada.
Been to Mexico. I haven't been to
too.
Canada. I can't go to Canada until I think like 2020, apparently, because of my felony status.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gotta like apply for like some special. It's a lot.
It's a long story.
Yeah, I can't go. Drake, holla at me. Get what I'm saying? See if you can get me into Canada. I'm trying to go to OVO Fest, bro.
Didn't Drake say something like that in one of the songs? That you having trouble with customs, I'll make the call. Something like that.
Yeah.
It was one of them. Think 305 to my city. Said that,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a bad bitch, but
Yeah,
who knows?
I'm not an IG honey, so the chances of Drizzy Drake getting me in are like probably slim and none. But yeah, shout out to our international listener base. What we got going on in the United States? Maryland. Special shout out to Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland
it the fuck
is really lit. Like thousands of downloads come from the Maryland.
Maryland is closing the gap on Pennsylvania.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like once upon a time, PA was like 70% of our listener base.
Yeah.
It's down to 54.
And
you know
Maryland's
why?
up
Because
there.
Maryland is up. Like
We
a
might have to get
motherfucker.
some phone posits and grow some baby dreads and go it out there. Yeah,
to go on out.
I do a live show in Maryland.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, just between, look like Maryland and District of Columbia, we could probably do like a 500-person show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Virginia, another 334 people. Yeah, fuck that. DMV. Hashtag TRPE DMV.
So over
If y'all
1,000
wanna
people
see us.
downloading this shit every week in Maryland by itself. So it's
Yeah.
like, we could definitely do 500 people.
Yeah, fuck that. We coming to Maryland. We coming to Maryland. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? People, our Maryland listeners, find us a good theater, something like 500 people, whatever. We come out there and do a live show. Turn up. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Who else? Ohio. New York is up there. Delaware, Jersey, Illinois. Jersey, y'all got to step it up. Jersey, y'all across the street. You know You know what I'm saying?
Really. What's going on with Jersey?
Why is there as many people listening in Illinois as in New Jersey?
I know whatever. This is Joe Budden's doing. Has to be.
Joe Budden rebranded his podcast this week.
I'll name my podcast later.
Yeah, it's no longer called that. It's called the Joe Budden Podcast now.
Okay.
Probably because I think they got like a new investor or whatever, and they're like, yo, nobody can find your podcast. Like based off of the name, it's the Joe Budden Podcast now.
I would assume if you just type in Joe Budden, you'd be able to find it.
You know how these ad people are.
Yeah. They are real specific when it comes
Super
to. We're dealing with
specific.
it now. It's like, it's real specific.
Real fucking specific. So, starting off this week, we're going to visit the conspiracy corner twice today.
Yeah, we are.
First one, Facebook killer.
Yeah.
When putting the structure of the show together this week, I actually forgot about the Facebook killer because there was so much like popping circumstance about the shit early in the week, and then he got killed over like some hash browns, and then the shit just went like
the nigga,
dark.
Like. The nigga, like my joint is, they had him in North Philly.
Yeah,
that was what the media and shit. They shut down schools for that shit. Come to find out, no, he's still in Erie, PA, and then he got caught up over like McDonald's nuggets not being ready or some crazy shit like that, and it's just like I don't even. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like, all right, he got his fries, but then the nuggets wasn't ready. It's like, when the fuck do they ever give you the fries and be like, oh, wait on the nuggets?
They didn't think something was suspicious.
Like, you didn't pick up on none of that.
The nuggets are always ready. The fries might not be ready.
The nuggets are always ready. If you get to McDonald's after you just killed somebody and they like, oh, we wait for the nuggets, you like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, yo, yeah, it still don't make no goddamn sense. It's like they had a family on there that was supposed to be the guy's family, or that I don't want to speak ill. You know?
We don't want to be disrespectful, but again, this is a conspiracy corner. We've maintained kind of like throughout this whole thing, this shit looks really wacky. Like there's something off a little bit about this shit, because first it was like reported like he's on a killing spree and he killed 15 people, was one guy.
That was the part that fucked me up. He's like, yeah, I killed 15 people.
I'm sitting here like, yo, is he swear he a Philly nigga? You claiming bodies that's not yours? Like, killed 15 people, nigga. Try me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like when he shot the one guy or whatever, it's like the camera angle was like, it was strange.
The camera recorded perfectly until the shot went off. Then it was weird, and then it was a long trail of blood, and I'm just like,
it's like, yo, here goes $700. Tell everybody I killed you.
It just doesn't make much sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then my whole thing is just like after he got killed, it's just like nothing. It's like radio silence around this whole. It's just like, another nigger dead, Collins.
Yeah, it like that was my joint. It was like, yo, it's a worldwide manhunt almost. Was the way it was coming off.
At the very least, a regional manhunt.
Real shit, and it's like, they're looking for him. Oh, he might be in Pennsylvania. He might even be in Philadelphia. Locked down the schools in Philadelphia. Oh, no, he in Erie. He smoked himself. The weather's tomorrow going to be partly cloudy, 74 degrees. It was just like, yeah, this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just ended that quick and absolutely nothing else about it. So that was the part that had me like...
Yeah, shit fucked me up, man. I'm just like, yo, like, how do we go from like a national crisis to like nothing? Like no follow-up, like no like, oh, the Facebook killer autopsy revealed whatever, like nothing.
He never got at the chick neither.
Did the chick ever even speak?
I saw something where she was talking. She was like, she was getting death threats and emails and all this crazy shit.
From who? Him?
From people. People like, oh, he should have killed you, not that old man, and all this crazy shit. And I'm just like, why didn't he kill you? Like, this is a killer.
Yeah.
If a killer's mad at you and he's killing,
not gonna kill you.
Like, why are you doing an interview in the
kill another guy?
She was like sitting in the park. Like, dude, it was just so weird.
I take it that she wasn't very hard to find. Like,
the news found you. So
the person you've been having sex with for 5 years couldn't find you what the news did.
Real shit.
I don't know, man. This is why this is a conspiracy corner. Shit not really adding up. And I don't know what to make of it, but can we get at least an update on the Facebook killer?
Somebody email me, add me something. Let me know what's
something
going on.
New to post him getting gunned down.
We have 2.9% of our listenership comes from Ohio.
Yeah, somebody knows something.
One of you Ohioans, is that right?
Yeah, Ohioans. Ohioans.
We sound like Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. San Diegans.
San Diegoans. Yeah, one of you Ohio niggas.
San Diego E's.
Hit me and let me know what's going on with the Facebook killer. Because it doesn't make any goddamn sense to us down here in Philadelphia.
All right. You want to go right back to the conspiracy corner?
I mean, we're here.
All right. Aaron Hernandez, double murder, acquittal, and subsequent death. It's now being ruled a suicide. He wrote 3 letters in jail. One to his daughter, one to his fiance, and apparently one to his gay prison lover. None of this shit makes sense to me.
Absolutely not.
Guy just beat a double murder. He had an acquittal in for the original murder of Odin Lloyd, which he had probably no less than a 50-50 chance of probably beating it, which is as best as you can wish for when you already got life.
Real shit.
So it's like, it's strange. I don't know, man.
Again, y'all weird. Let's get that out there.
Let's do that.
Yeah, my thing is, it's so much bullshit that comes up and down these timelines.
Yes.
It gets to the point where I straight tell my girls, like, there be a lot of times where I just I go on Instagram, post whatever funny picture,
and hop right off.
And I literally,
I don't even
scroll, because I started scrolling the other day with the Aaron Hernandez shit. I saw somebody straight was like, and people were reposting this.
Yeah.
He appealed the conviction.
Correct.
He commits suicide during the appeal because the fact that he now dies not guilty, his daughter would get $20 million from the Patriots.
Well, the Patriots don't owe him $20 million. So that's the first thing.
And I'm like, how much Star Trek do you
Patriots
watch?
owe him $3.25 million in a signing bonus plus $2.5 million in salary.
Yeah.
So at best, which you know they're going to dispute the shit.
Exactly.
You're talking about $6 million, which let's not play like $6 million is anything to sneeze at.
No.
But it ain't 20.
What I'm saying is I saw someone who's an actual lawyer for the state of Pennsylvania
repost this.
Like he passed the bar. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of lawyers who don't have any.
Yeah, you ever seen Breaking Bad? Fucking Saul Goodman.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of Saul Goodmans
I saw
out here.
a real lawyer say, yes, it is true that if you're contesting a conviction
and you die, absolutely,
you actually do die not guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as getting money from the league, nah. He's like, that's pretty much far-fetched. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like they literally the fact that he was accused of a murder. This team can cancel out
some
his
sort
contract.
of morality clause.
Like morality
clause.
clause. There you go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
contract.
saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just like, you like. It's not like working at my job where it's like you can get accused of a crime and if you beat it, all right, you're not convicted.
Yeah.
So whatever. But it's like when you sign a contract in the NFL, NBA, any of this type shit, you have the morality thing where it's like you have to uphold a certain like you can't get in a bar fight and just beat bitches up. Like this is why they're kicking the Greg Hardys.
As much as you would like to.
They about had enough of Pac-Man shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just can't get in a bunch of bullshit.
Listen, Pac-Man been so quiet, I forgot he was in the league.
Yo.
They were like Adam Jones. I'm like, who the fuck is Adam Jones? I'm like, Pac-Man? Like the bar fight king? That's what you talking about?
Pac-Man, and he doing an interview in the locker room like, but I've been chilling for 4 years. Like, why y'all making a big deal out of this? Yeah. But yeah, the Aaron Hernandez shit made absolutely no sense. It was like every day it got weirder.
Yeah.
It was like Aaron Hernandez died. It might be a suicide. The next day it was like, it was a suicide. He had John 3:16 scribbled on his head and red dots on his foot and hand. It was just like, what?
My thing is this. The guy is 6'5", 245 pounds. Built like a fucking statue. I would think that it would be very tough for him to hang himself from anything in a prison cell without at least damaging the shit, if not fully just breaking it. There's a lot of fucking human. You get what I'm saying? So it's like nobody heard this, nobody saw this. Like, ain't nobody see nothing. Dutta Man, Keisha,
nobody.
Ain't nobody see nothing.
Nobody saw nothing.
Nobody ain't see shit. So that's part of it. That's what the conspiracy part for me is just like, nobody heard nothing, nobody seen nothing. The fucking guy that just was whooping everybody's ass on the block just suddenly ends up dead and don't nobody know nothing. Oh yeah, he hanged himself.
Yeah.
245 pounds. I don't know.
It's like, how strong were them sheets?
Apparently the strongest sheets ever. Apparently these are like Hercules level fucking sheets to hold Aaron Hernandez up. It's a big guy. Pause. Yeah. So I don't know, man, but this is why this is a conspiracy corner. We don't know. We're just trying to get some.
What was your
clear
conspiracy
answers.
theory the other day in the group chat? You said something the other day. I can't remember what you said.
I don't know. I'm conspiracy theoried out right now. That fucking JFK documentary ruined my life. Thanks, Aaron.
I told the loose change for me. The 9/11 conspiracy joint. Fuck me
you
up.
ever seen the Sandy Hook joint?
Yeah.
Holy
Crazy.
shit. Sandy Hook didn't happen. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. Like that shit is like all the coincidences that line up with Sandy Hook. That shit blew my mind. We've heard nothing about that shit.
Ain't that crazy?
Since it happened.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Damn.
Nothing.
It's getting weird.
You know what I'm saying? Went to the conspiracy corner 3 times in a row.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? 3 of them things. All
4
right.
of them. Just count 9/11.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
yeah, shit.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah, we're done with the conspiracy corner.
Kendrick Lamar crushes expectations and sales predictions. Original expectation 400 to 450,000 units. He sold 610. He broke all types of Spotify records. He also had a meet and greet in Compton on Saturday. Chronicled it on his IG Live. I think it was a real smart strategy going out and touching his core fans and reconnecting with people. Ever since that girl, that YouTube star got killed, meet and greets is over. That shit is a fucking rap. But
remember that? Yeah, damn.
yeah. They was motherfuckers canceling shit left and right after that. Oh no, you don't. You ain't gonna meet me, motherfucker. You gonna get behind some bulletproof glass. You want an autograph?
Like KFC. Yeah.
Put your CD in the drum. Spin it around.
Sign it and spin it back to you.
All right, what's your name? Dave?
You gotta speak directly into the hoochie, my man. I can't hear you. They don't do that meet and greet shit no more.
So I mean, so far, Kendrick now has the highest selling album first week this year. More Life did 505 with no real promotion. Other than like, oh yeah, it's coming out at some point. But you know, the thing about Kendrick that he kind of showed us in this album cycle, different than his last one, is that Kendrick with a monster single is up there. He's one of the top 2-3 guys.
So do you like the single now? A couple weeks ago, you
I don't know what it's about.
Okay, cool. At least you stay.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's just a big song, but I still don't know what the fuck it's about. Now the rest of the album, I love.
I'm gonna hold you. I listened to the album. Listened to it a lot this week actually. DNA,
Crazy.
XXX, and Duckworth they're amazing. Yeah, I can't even hate on them.
Right.
You know I want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt would love nothing more than to hop on his camera.
Nothing more.
And tell me you embellished and you're fucking full of shit.
But Duckworth's story, when it got to the end, it was like, oh
and
shit, he was talking about his pop.
Yeah.
Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Duckworth was dope. Well, it is dope. DNA is just super charged up.
Yeah.
And I told you, just having a song with U2 on it, that's phenomenal shit.
I've been hearing a lot of people, media types and such, saying that they don't like XXX, and I'm just like,
I can understand why, because it's not it's not a traditional
rap record.
It really, you know what I'm saying? Especially for someone who is a rappy ass person like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent. I look at it as like, trying to think what would be considered that. Jay-Z doing the shit with Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Even though we had already heard those lyrics, and I was a Linkin Park fan, so I'd already heard those songs. It's basically just Jay-Z's lyrics over their beats. Yeah. But people just didn't like it because it's like, it's just strange. You know what I'm saying? But I told you, I look at it like when Bone Thugs did the song with Phil Collins. It's like, this is just good ass music. You just can't hate that.
Like, fuck the genre. Let's throw the genre in the bushes.
Exactly.
This is a great fucking song.
The song with Rihanna isn't better than Work with Drake.
Well,
So,
no, but that's
I've listened to it now.
That's not Drake's song though.
No, but remember we was talking about that last week.
I was talking about Too Good. I was referencing Drake's song.
Too Good.
You're too good. I'm too good for you.
Oh, well, that's ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
That's
Drake's
all-
best song with Rihanna, it's his song, is the joint from Take Care. I Know You've Been Hurt.
Yeah, fire.
Take Care. The song is called Take Care.
fire.
Yeah, that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? He actually had Kendrick on that too. Well, the next song.
What was that, the interlude?
No, the Bob Marvin's Room. The song that came on at the end of Marvin's Room.
Oh, okay.
Buried Alive. I couldn't
the
think of it.
interlude.
Yeah, the interlude. Damn, you're right. My fault. Yeah,
I'm like the interlude. He's like, no. The shit after Marvin's Room.
the interlude.
The interlude.
Yeah. My fault. Yeah.
I just was watching second Joe Budden reference, watching Joe Budden's podcast. I've been binge watching it the last day or so.
Every
whatever.
text message I open up, man.
It's the same person. Like, we cannot escape this woman.
Yo.
Like, she did this on purpose. Like, I'm convinced. Yo, man.
I'm tripping, man.
Y'all tipping. But I was watching Joe Budden's podcast today, and he said that he thinks the best rappers, as far as like rap lyrics, rappers, Kendrick Lamar and Royce the 5'9". And I was kind of like, he's probably right. Royce the 5'9" is a rapping ass motherfucker.
He can rap. It's just Royce the 5'9".
Exactly.
It's like, but here go my.
He
knock.
dresses like somebody's step uncle.
Here go my knock with Joe Buttons. Is like when it comes, because he like, he doesn't like Drake for whatever fucking reason or whatever. And it's just like, even when he
he actually loves him. I think it's like,
even when he did that top 10 hottest rappers in the game, and like he was like, yeah, I'm not putting Drake at number one. And it's just like, fam.
See, I never got around to watching that. That shit was criminal that they didn't make Drake number one.
He has a record that sold 1 million copies the first week.
Yeah.
He's got 2 number ones, arguably the biggest song like in the history of England or London.
Yeah.
It's like he had you chasing kids down the street with rocks.
My thing is, when all of the hot chicks got the number one album, selling 4 million copies, got Joe Budden throw rocks at you, got kids showing up at your house for him. It's like, if all of that don't make you the hottest rapper, then what does?
Doesn't make any sense. Exactly.
All of that shit was happening simultaneously. It was just like, yo, if that don't make you the hottest rapper, then what does? Who did they make? Kanye?
Kanye was number one.
Because of the fucking Yeezys?
No, Fade. I mean, The Life of Pablo.
Really?
That was what.
That's a good album, but goddamn.
It was one of Kanye's better albums. But
yeah, but it's like, are we still listening to The Life of Pablo a year later?
I still listen to it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. I haven't, I've been like, I haven't listened to much of anything
Not
on
like-
a consistent
like,
basis. Like, other than like,
What's the joint with Chance? Ultralight Beam.
oh, crazy.
Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight
and
Beam
then,
is a classic.
Father Stretch My Hands.
Yeah.
I could listen to that, run into that all goddamn day and night.
I'm going to go back and listen to The Life
You know who's
of
two
Pablo.
of my favorite like artists, like low key under like the microscope of like, I mean like not on the grand scheme of everything. Chance the Rapper and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yo,
I get into a lot of that
Ty
music,
Dolla $ign makes everything sound better.
Dog.
Have you ever seen the footage of him in the studio with Puff and he was recording the song for Puff that's on Puff's MMM mixtape? And he was in the studio. He was in
The joint, the up-tempo joint.
yeah.
I didn't see it.
So he was he in the booth and he doing the takes or whatever. And Puff like outside of the booth like and all he like, my nigga, they told me you was a rapper. Like I didn't know you had these chops and da da da. Ty Dolla $ign's that nigga.
Like I told motherfuckers, Ty Dolla $ign album. It's crazy we're going in. It's Ty Dolla $ign.
Free TC is crazy.
It's one of the best albums.
Beach House EP is crazy.
TC was dope. That
TC is amazing.
Listen, the joint he did with Kendrick, L.A., and then the Horses in the Stable, and then
Credit.
the joint with his brother rapping on the phone from jail, Miracle. Man, and then the joint he had with Kanye and Puff, Guard Down.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is one of the best albums I've heard in a long time. Yeah, Ty Dolla shit is super smooth.
I think I put you on to that album. I was like,
I think we got on it the same pause. Like that was definitely a pause.
that was bad. That was bad.
I think we both got hip to the album though, like the same week. Because I remember I was asking, like, did anybody listen to Ty Dolla? And you was like, dog, I'm like 4 songs in this joint, smoking.
Yeah, I love that
And
album.
I cut the L.A. joint, Brandy was on the L.A. joint. I was like, damn, this is a good ass album.
For those of you that do not know, quick Ty Dolla $ign history lesson. Ty Dolla $ign taught DJ Mustard how to produce.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I
Ty
read
Dolla
that.
$ign is the one singing the hook on Tooted and Booted, which is the song that's single-handedly responsible for re-kickstarting the new West Coast shit because it was him. Him on the hook. He produced the song.
They had a
and
house together or something.
They used to
Him
live
and Mustard,
together.
yeah.
And YG would come to the house, and Joe Moses would come to the house and record, and blah blah blah. And that's part of what sparked the new West Coast resurgence. So Ty Dolla $ign is literally like a fucking architect of that
Right,
shit.
he can literally do everything.
He can do everything.
Sing,
Produce,
rap,
engineer,
produce
produce,
just
rap,
everything.
Fucking play like 11 instruments. Like the motherfucker's amazing.
Yeah, but I was reading an article about him, and they were saying how Mustard he got the up tempo shit from him, like with the beats, like the
808s.
BPM, taking up the 140 and all that shit. Like like the Ty Dolla's
Ty Dolla $ign is that nigga, man.
Staying on music real quick. Rough Riders had their reunion, and Locks I heard were pretty great. The Locks are always the Locks.
I saw footage of the Locks performance. It looked great. They was killing. They performed "Fuck You" and a bunch of other Locks hit records. Cassidy came out and dissed a bunch of kids who probably don't even know who he is. Like, he just literally came out and dissed a bunch of rappers that probably don't know he's alive. They probably like, yo, Cassidy alive? That's dope. Like, he dissed me? That's what's up. All of these rappers that he dissed could buy Cassidy right now. Like, they could sign Cassidy. And he would be like, yes, thank you, please. Please sign me, Lil Yachty. Like,
Cassidy, and I put Cassidy in my top 5 Philly rappers of all time because he's so Philly. And he was just so lit to us when we was young boys. Like,
did I tell you I went to high school with him?
Yeah, I mean, he went to Central and shit. Yeah. Like, I remember, like, the first couple times hearing, I actually saw him rap, like, in person, like, around motherfuckers. And it was just like, damn, this nigga nice. You know, but I was in 12th grade. It's the same
shit.
I'm off the meter. It's the same shit.
Don't make me off the heater. Have your top cooking like a chicken fajita. It's the same. I just freestyled that. It's the same shit, Cass. Cass, it's the same shit, man. It's the same shit. Bars, it's the same shit, bro.
That's exactly how Cass rap.
It's the same
shit. So seeing him on stage too, it was so crazy because like he came out and did a freestyle almost as like. It was almost like the way Beans used to freestyle for the Hard Knock Life tour. Mm-hmm. Like, Cass, you know you got hit songs. We'd much rather hear Hotel right now, nigga. Like, there's no reason to be doing this. We'd much rather hear what's my Cass shit? Hey, I got my drink in my. You can play
We'd much
that
rather
shit
hear
all day.
drum or bass right now.
Yeah, you know, it was just no reason for the freestyle. It was none.
Yo, quick Cassidy story. I am indirectly responsible for naming him Cassidy. He probably won't remember this. He smokes a lot of weed. I don't know if he takes any other drugs. Central lunchroom. I'm in 9th grade. He in 10th grade. I'm rapping the lyrics from Jay-Z, Jigga My Nigga. I got the mind capacity of a young Butch Cassidy. Niggas get fly, let them defy gravity. 4-5 rapidly, lift your chest cavity. He's like, who shit is that? I'm like, that's Jay-Z, Jigga My Nigga from the Rough Riders album. He was the Bull B at the time. After that, he started going by B Cassidy. I'm indirectly responsible for naming him Cassidy. I'm coming for 700%, Cass. I'm coming for 700%, man. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
How was Eve? Did anybody say how Eve was? Eve at the concert?
Eve is married to a billionaire,
so she wasn't.
I'm guessing that it's probably not high on her list.
No, but I saw Eve. I saw like the picture they had with all of them facing the wall, like the old school joint. Eve was on it, so I'm assuming. Eve
I just didn't. None of her footage came across my timeline.
Okay,
and Eve has a dope catalog. Like, Eve is one of the 5-6 best female rappers ever. Might be higher than that. Mm-hmm. Eve, not in the order, but Eve, Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Foxy, Nicki Minaj, MC Lyte. No?
Lauryn Hill.
Oh, Lauryn. But Lauryn Hill only made one album.
Doesn't matter.
Like, yeah, you're right.
Biggie made 2. I'm not taking Biggie out of the number 1 spot. It's like Lauryn Hill was so good for those couple years that it was just like, yeah, no, she's always in there.
Yeah.
We forgot about another woman too. You forgot about another woman.
I said MC Lyte, Queen Latifah,
Foxy,
Kim. Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Eve.
Yeah, that might be it.
Whatever order, Salt and Pepper, whatever.
Nah. But yeah, Eve is.
Somebody got mad when we named the top 5 female rappers, and I said Salt and Pepper wasn't there. They was hitting my Twitter like, "How you not gonna name Salt and Pepper?" I'm just saying, like, bro, like, no,
yeah.
Like, no.
No.
Not
at all.
They represented the sexual expression of women at the time, and I'm like, no.
Motherfuckers find, I was telling Chad the other day, people find the weirdest shit to argue with us about on Twitter and add us about on Twitter. It'd be amazing if some of the ads I get from this fucking show. But
rounding out the Rough Riders tour,
I heard DMX shit to bed.
Yo, people legit walked out during his set.
That happens a lot though.
Like,
one of my girls,
set,
homegirls, she was saying that when X did his joint here,
yeah,
said they straight left before X hit the stage, like, because they was like, he not coming.
Yo,
and like he was that late.
When I was still doing music, my cousin / artist at the time, Al, had a show opening up for DMX at the TLA. DMX got there at 12:30. They pulled the tour bus up down 4th Street. He had to hop off the tour bus, run down the alley, and jump on stage because he was so fucking late. And they literally were like, the police department was like, yo, we're going to call the show for curfew. Like, this was supposed to be over like an hour ago. And like, the show went on for so long without him, they let opening acts perform twice.
Damn.
Like, yo, you can go back up. Like, yo, Chinko the Great, yo, you can go back up, bro. Like, the one nigga performed for so long that he was getting booed And then by the end of his performance, they was like, yeah, he's killing that shit. Like, he had enough time to perform to win the crowd over.
That's crazy.
He was opening act. He supposed to have 2 songs, in and out. Nigga performed for like 40 minutes.
Nigga pulled a violin out. Hold up, y'all.
Hold up.
I got y'all.
Oh, y'all don't like that? Watch this. DJ. Getting his bag for these niggas.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, X is a gamble. When you go to see X in a concert now, it's really a crapshoot. You really don't know what you're going to get. I heard he was like talking all incoherent and doing all this weird shit on stage. It's like
you gotta chill, X.
Like, Lord knows how much yappers he smoked. Lord knows how much he drunk that night. Like, X was really it's so fucked up too, man, because I'm a X fan. Like, I was an original DMX fan. I remember almost having a seizure the first time I saw Get At Me Dog. Yeah. And it was just like, I love this fucking
I remember
dude.
first hearing them on 4321 and was like, yeah.
And it was just like, damn, like, but you see him now and it's crazy.
It's
like
bad.
It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. So I don't know. So I can't remember who said the other day was like, yeah, Bad Boy should, like, y'all should have just left the reunion shit to Bad Boy. Like, we're good on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was crazy. Where you want to go next? Well, enough music.
Yeah, enough music talk.
We still got our big topic for the show too.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on that yet.
Let's get some of these other ones out the way.
Did I send you the note about the Philly smoke session shit?
Is that the shit where they found the $400,000 in weed?
I don't know how much they found in weed, but I know 18 people got arrested. This was yesterday.
It's like a warehouse.
It was a warehouse in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So they found $400,000.
That's what it said on the news.
So apparently, this Philly smoke session event is like the guy.
Oh, this was an event.
It's an event.
Oh no, this was like
no, it's not a bus.
No, this was like a bus. I saw that today on the news.
Nah, this was like an event, but this was at a warehouse also in Frankfurt, no doubt. Okay. It was at my.
So Frankfurt got it in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So it's like my.
Well, maybe not right now.
My
but
man
next week.
Runs the event space where the event was, and the guys who organized Philly smoke session or whatever, they've had events shut down before. But it's like the guy Adam or whatever who runs it is like on this crusade about legalized marijuana or whatever. So it's like he's willing to go down with the ship when it comes to like shit like this, because ultimately it's not going to be like a major charge. It's just like more of an annoyance of getting arrested again for marijuana. Now you're like an aggravated misdemeanor haver or whatever. So it's like 18 people got arrested. The owner of the venue, who's actually a friend of mine, he's likely to lose his lease and get kicked out of the building. And this just kind of in itself, this was at P3 Studios in Frankfurt or whatever. And this kind of in itself shows the problems of commonwealths and like laws and how tricky shit can be. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if any of you remember, in October of 2014, they decriminalized the possession of marijuana in Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia, I'm sorry, not just Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. You can possess up to an ounce of marijuana without incident. They're supposed to write you a ticket and send you on your way. Let you keep your weed, write you a ticket, send you on your fucking way. Most cops don't even do that because the ticket is more troublesome and time consuming than just saying, hey man, get you and your 7 grams the fuck out of here. Yeah. It's easier to just do that or whatever. Or worst case scenario, take the fucking weed. So it's kind of weird. It's like,
I remember the cops pulled us over and we had all this weed in the car. They kept the weed, but he we had 6 Dutches and he broke them in half. I'm like, you asshole. Now I gotta go buy more Dutches. What the fuck?
What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, just to be smart, broke the Dutches for no reason.
Jackass.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it's like they basically decriminalize the possession of it, but then when you gather and smoke, they lock you up and then put you on the news. But people like me and Matt who know the law know like there's really nothing going to come of this. Because this guy's been arrested before for having these fucking events. My only question is, why was he just like publicly advertising another event if you've been arrested before at a prior event?
I mean, you said he's willing to go down with the ship. This is his twist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them advocates, man, they be like, you know, like the people who like don't want you to like slaughter animals. They like cover themselves in blood and go stand. Like, people are crazy when it comes to that advocacy shit.
So that was it for local Philly marijuana news. We're gonna do sports real quick. I only got one sports
real quick.
topic.
We got people, you know,
a blurb.
You know, our female fans, they hate the.
We're gonna do a sports blurb
real quick, 2 minutes. LeBron's the like the greatest? Like
I mean, it's looking that way. It's starting to look to me like we already know LeBron would have put Bird, Dr. J, and Magic. Brown would have put y'all in the blender.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm a Kobe fan to the death.
He's better.
You can't tell me anything about Kobe. I'm a respecter of Jordan because Jordan was great. Jordan era ended right as I became to where I can really remember it all. LeBron's taller than them. He's stronger than them. He's faster than them. He can play every position on defense. He can play every position on offense. Literally, when he gets in his bag, like last year when Draymond called him a bitch-ass nigga, and this is the part that always fucks me up. People like, oh, Game 5, they only won, and he had 40 because Draymond was suspended. All right, well, Draymond came back in Game 6, and he had 40 again. It's like, when LeBron get, like, that shit he did against the Celtics a couple weeks ago, where he literally took over the second quarter, that shit the other night against the Pacers, Doug, it was nuts. Well, I watched it a lot. It was just like, God damn. Blocking shots, assisting, guarding fucking Stevenson, shutting him the fuck down, dunking on everybody. That fake he threw on fucking Jeff Teague shook him out the building. It was just like, Jesus Christ.
He's a problem.
Like, the niggas, mind you, the niggas pushing point. So it's like...
And what was more impressive, he did it with the fucking second unit.
With the weirdos.
He did it with Channing Frye and Kyle Korver.
Real shit.
They threw Kyrie in the bushes. Like, Tyronn Lue was like, yo, Kyrie, later for you.
Yeah,
like, I'm tired of your shit. You getting cooked out here.
Yeah.
Later for you. You're on the bench.
But Kyrie historically isn't a great defender.
Right.
And it's like, my thing is, when you the greatest, and that's my joint when it comes to LeBron. You the reigning GOAT. Like, there's nobody in the NBA in the last 10 years like that is literally who you are and what you are. Like, LeBron arguably came in with one of the best draft classes ever.
Yeah.
Like, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo were 1 through 4 with the exception of Darko. So you got a dope class. You're clearly better than these dudes.
Yeah.
He's clearly better than Dwayne Wade. Kyrie Irving, you kind of got to respect that, and you got to, like, really get your shit together. I understand Drew can score. He got the craziest hand on the NBA probably.
Yeah.
Maybe ever. His fucking handles, he got the ball on a string.
And he's a lefty.
It's retarded. But you can't be a liability, though, on the other end. And that's the part that fucks me up sometimes with Kyrie. It's like Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Magic, them niggas, I consider them all Alonzos from Training Days. You give them 16 months, they give you a career.
Right.
That's really how them niggas. Tristan Thompson was going to be a weirdo.
Yeah.
That nigga got on there with LeBron and got a chip. He has a Kardashian.
Right.
Like, you can really become something out here in the public image. Real shit. Fucking with them type dudes. So it's like when you see how hard Tristan ball.
Yeah.
He like, man, I got a ghost and this badass. I can't fuck this up. You know what I'm saying?
I want to keep getting this elite white woman vagina.
And it's like Kyrie got 100. You know what I'm saying? In the guarantee. So it's just like at times he just almost looks like, whatever.
Right.
But it's just like, no, dog. Because realistically, looking at it on paper, they're supposed to be the best team like ever.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Love, Kyrie, Bron.
Let's not forget, Kevin Love was a 26-14 guy before he came in.
When we went to Miami, we actually all got tickets to the game in Miami, and it's crazy. It was the Timberwolves versus the Heat.
Yeah.
Kevin Love, and they went to double overtime. Shout out Midget John and JT because they couldn't get in. They had tickets, but they came too late, and they wouldn't let them in the game. And the shit wound up going to double overtime, and they were like literally sitting on the steps outside, like kept texting me. But yeah, the shit went to double overtime, and Kevin Love and them won that game. Like, Kevin Love was giving LeBron the business in that game. Like, Kevin Love was the shit. He fell in line, though. It's like, yo, you can't be like Chris Bosh. You got to be a perimeter player because LeBron needs the lane. You can't be in the way. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to me sometimes watching Kyrie on defense, just how he slacks off, and it's just like, all right, I can understand Westbrook doing it because we got triple doubles to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing happening in Oakland besides these in Oklahoma besides these triple doubles. You know what I found interesting real quick? Oklahoma today had their 299th straight sellout. The fact that they lost their star player and sold out every game this year because Westbrook, you got to respect it. Yeah, he held it the fuck down this year. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, LeBron, he's easily the reigning GOAT. I'm not putting him in front of Jordan and Kobe yet, but I think people are really going to be – the saltiness isn't going to kick in until LeBron hang it up.
Yeah.
Or until he just gets super old, which I don't see happening. That's
like
the
6 or
wild
7
part.
years left, man.
LeBron literally might have a good 6 or 7
like
years
prime basketball.
of great basketball.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, LeBron's going to finish with every record you can think about. He broke like 3 records today.
Yeah.
Like, the shit is crazy. He's going to finish with the most points.
He beat Kobe in playoff points this week.
Yeah. This week he did playoff points, most first round sweeps. He did most first round sweeps, most points, the longest streak of wins in the first round, which is 21 now. Damn. It's just crazy. He broke like 3 or 4 records this week. And it's like he's already in the top 10 scoring. He's up there on the triple-double list. He's literally going to finish with like everything. So
Shout out to LeBron, man.
Huh?
Shout out to LeBron.
At some point, can I do my y'all weird? This is my official y'all weird for the week. Stop disrespecting black greatness. You saw my rant I went on the other day in the group chat. This is why I don't like Skip Bayless. I will punch Skip Bayless in the face. How you find a problem with Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, Floyd Mayweather, and LeBron? You're just a clown. Yeah. It's just no way around it. Black greatness legit gets questioned while white greatness, any other ethnicity's greatness, doesn't.
Let it go.
Serena Williams' greatness gets questioned. Them motherfuckers really hauled off and told us that, what's the boxer chick? The UFC chick?
Oh, Ronda Rousey.
Was a better athlete than Serena Williams. I'm like,
they
on
told
what
us that
fucking planet?
They told us she was a better fighter than Floyd.
She was walking around talking about she was a better fighter than Floyd. It was crazy. But somebody the other day at me on Instagram, and I'm not going to say his name because I posted a joint like LeBron is the best player on the planet, period. And he was like, man, LeBron don't got that heart. He don't got that Tom Brady, that Peyton Manning. And I sent it to y'all. Yeah. And I'm like, see, this is exactly what I be talking about. Tom Brady has lost 2 championships.
5-2 to the same guy.
Peyton Manning has lost 2 championships. Legit. But they don't get questioned. They're not perfect in championships. They've lost. Yeah. But they don't get questioned. Let's keep it a bean. Peyton Manning only went to 4. Peyton Manning should have went to 10 championships with that squad he had over there in Indianapolis. Yeah. But he lost to Tom every goddamn year in the AFC. He had the best offensive line. He had Jeff Saturday hiking the rock, who other than Matt Burke is probably the best center of our fucking era.
Yeah.
You got fucking Reggie Wayne over there, Marvin Harrison over there. Take your pick. Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk, Joseph Adai back. Like
Dallas Clark at tight end.
He had the best team out there, and every year ran into Tom and them and just or Ben and them.
Yeah, they
couldn't get it done.
They going 15-1, 14-2 every year.
Real shit. But it's just like, that's what I'm saying. That greatness, it doesn't get quiet. And I'm a Tom Brady fan, but Tom Brady has lost 2 Super Bowls. Yeah. He almost lost a 3rd one. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. But then you got somebody like LeBron.
Shit, he almost lost 4 if Pete Carroll didn't do that stupid ass shit.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's
like
just amazing to me.
Go to sleep behind the wheel. He
it's
might
like
have lost 4.
I look at like you got somebody like Floyd who legit gets like his accomplishments get diminished. Yeah. Oh, he ain't fight nobody. Like it's crazy to me. My homies
fought everybody.
Fought everyone. My homie's a Pacquiao fan. He's like, who Floyd fight? I'm like, the same people Pacquiao did.
Yeah.
The same exact people.
Before Pacquiao fought him.
He's the Zab Judah, De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Madonna. He fought everyone. Yeah. Cotto. He fought everybody that
Valdemir.
He fought. Every single person.
Valdemir, who was 20 pounds naturally heavier than him.
And this is what I talk about when I use that comparison all the time. Floyd Mayweather and what's the big boxer I just named? Pacquiao. Go to the Philippines when that fight's about to happen and see how many of them Philippines is rooting for Floyd Mayweather. None. 0. But then you come here, oh yeah, I hate Floyd. Why you hating? Because he arrogant. What? Of course he arrogant. He the best. Yeah. That's what you do when you up there. And it's like, it amazes me though at how much black greatness
it's like he's arrogant, but he's also employing 30, 40 different black people. Endless amounts of fighters.
Crazy.
All of his charity and philanthropic work that he doesn't even publicize none of this shit.
Crazy.
Giving people around him businesses and opportunities to make their own money. Giving them seed money. You don't owe me that. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
Countless amounts of time.
And that's my joint with LeBron. LeBron ain't just the best both side basketball player maybe we've seen.
Might be the best human.
He might be the best person.
Yeah.
He made every one of his friends, childhood friends, multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
He married his childhood girlfriend and has a family with her. He's never been involved in no scandal, never been lied. The man, he got 2 Sportsman of the Year awards from ESPN. Like, if you hate on LeBron, you're just a weirdo.
Yeah,
it's just no way around it. Y'all weird. Stop disrespecting black greatness. Floyd, Kobe, Jordan, Tiger Woods. Stop looking for things to knock them on when I could. Motherfuckers will haul off and tell you, oh yeah, Ben Roethlisberger. But it's like, no, Ben Roethlisberger got 2 sexual assault cases. But you completely
that we know about.
But you completely sweep that. It's like it doesn't get brought up when you talk to them about their greats. They won't tell you about Babe Ruth snorting coke and drinking beer and all that shit. They'll just
in
be
the
like,
dugout.
In the dugout. They'll just be like, he the greatest home run hitter ever. But then our athletes come along and it's like, oh, but he do this, he do that. He, he got this going. And it's just like, nah, dog, it's not like, stop. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be my job when it comes to the Jay-Z's, the Lil Waynes,
Some people are beyond reproach to me. Some people achieve such a high level of greatness that they don't deserve your peasant level criticism. Like, some people achieve enough to where it's like, if he fuck up for 10 years in a row, who cares? As long as he ain't going to jail, fucking raping people, kicking kids and shit like that, let that man be.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But some people reach a pinnacle level of success to where it's like, what can you really say to them?
And I always say it, I'm like, y'all, you don't hear yourself. One of my homies, you don't hear yourself, cuz. Like, you've literally gone from 6 different fighters as to, yeah, he gonna beat Floyd, he gonna fuck Floyd up. You've literally done it 6 times.
You're not tired of this?
To the point now where you're telling me about Conor McGregor. And it's like, you're telling me about a white guy from the Irish pub who has no boxing matches in his life.
Yeah.
Professional joints. Against the greatest pound for pound boxer maybe ever. You're really telling me how he's going to beat him. It just, you don't even make logical sense. Just because that's how we are when it comes to our own people. We hate on everything. And I be sick of this shit sometimes. It's like, I don't want to hear disrespect towards black greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because black greatness already doesn't get the respect that it gets from them.
Yeah.
So why do we as black people in turn not give it to them? They already got their knocks.
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers out there that could really find shit wrong with Jordan. It boggles my fucking mind. But that's real. Jordan, who really made that game global.
Yo, I heard Colin Cowherd say the other day, he was defending LeBron, but he dissed Jordan at the same time.
He does it all the time.
And he was like, Jordan was a ball hog and a coach killer, and until Phil Jackson got with him, he was nothing. He was a great scorer, but he was a terrible teammate, and everybody hated him, and it's because of Phil Jackson that he honed his skills, and he won 6 championships. That's the only reason. LeBron, and I'm just like, all right, well, you're bigging up LeBron, but you're dissing Jordan, who globalized the fucking game of basketball.
It's crazy.
Single-handedly.
Crazy. Like, it's just like AI. Like, literally, he made the game go somewhere else.
Yes.
The whole entire NBA right now looks the way it looks because of Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
The tattoos, the headbands, the arm sleeves, the shorts. They had to put in a fucking dress code in the NBA. You niggas, this nigga's wearing too much ice. Stop. That shit is real.
This young black nigga's too rich.
When you have that effect on the culture, and we always talk about culture, you a fucking GOAT. You a legend. Stop finding shit to find wrong with these motherfuckers. Just like people running around saying AI broke, but then he pulls up in a Rolls Royce that's newer than the Camry.
Listen,
you drove
motherfuckers
here.
was telling me AI was broke. The nigga pulled up at Big Bangs with all, at the time, this is probably like 2012 or whatever, or 2012, with all 2012 jewelry on. I'm like, yo, this is none of the jewelry from 2006.
No.
Like, this is all new jewelry. Like, nigga had a big ass Cuban on, a diamond necklace, new Rollie, this and that. I'm like, yeah, AI's not broke.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like, y'all tripping.
Stop disrespecting black greatness, man.
That was excellent, man. I fuck with that.
It's the God's honest truth.
Real quick before we transition into our main topic, I just want to give a special shout out to all of the superstars out there putting their wives in the friend zone. Carmelo Anthony
I forgot
put
about
Lala
that.
in the friend zone this week. T.I. put his wife in the friend zone last week. Ellen DeGeneres just put her wife in the friend zone this week also. That. Yeah, it's big shit. So that's the new thing. So any woman out there, if I told you that I go with you, it's over. We're now friends. I'm going to go pursue my true happiness, which is drinking 40s and fucking hoes. I'll see you sometime in 2018.
That's funny as shit.
Shout out to Mello.
Yeah. Shit, Carmelo said she's married.
I'm not. He killed that shit.
That's crazy.
I say, was Carmelo reading my journal? she's married. I'm not.
I seen feminists going off the other day with Carmelo.
Again, $325 million. He don't even see this shit. Like he could give a fuck less. Y'all can't crush his bottom line. His contract is fully guaranteed. I'm pretty sure his Jordan money is damn near guaranteed.
I had an argument with one of my homies. He said Carmelo ain't going to the Hall of Fame. I'm like, he's like the most decorated Olympian
ever,
and he's got like one of the best national championship runs like ever. He could have went to the NBA and not. I mean, he could have went to the Hall of Fame and not played in NBA.
Yeah,
like you don't realize it's not the NBA Hall of
the
Fame.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
That's why Yao Ming is in there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was like, Yao Ming, this motherfucker played 6 seasons.
Yeah, but no, that shit.
Yeah,
was
once
real.
Matt broke that down to me, I was like, oh, all right, I got off my soapbox. I was pissed about that Yao Ming shit. You remember that? I was like, what the fuck? Yao Ming?
All right, let's get to our main topic.
All right, so our main topic this week, culture vultures.
Chad pitched this to me the other day.
Yeah, pitched this early in the week.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the show and how to make the show better, and I'm like, yo, we need to get back to main topics of the show. Original shit that we bring to the table like our Migos for President, like our For the
Age
Vulture
of
episode,
E-begging.
Age of E-begging, shit like that. Original concepts brought to you by Chad and Matt. So this week's topic is culture vultures. And I wrote some questions out. I'm going to answer my own questions. Matt will answer some of the questions or whatever. Where did the term originate? The first time I heard it was Damon Dash.
Yeah, it was definitely Dame Dash.
And this is probably around like 2006 or some shit like that. Like around the time of the Rockefeller breakup, like around that era, like Dame was using the term. And basically what it means is somebody who's not from our culture, black culture, Spanish, Latin culture, whatever like that, that is looking to profit off of the talents and the successes of people of inner city, urban, black and Latin culture. Also some white culture, because some, white culture is part of urban culture also, and not be solely because they cannot do so from their own people that they grew up with. So it's like, person he always references is like Todd Moskowitz and Leor Cohen, saying like, hey, you grew up listening to rock music, but you can't make no money doing rock music because you don't know shit about it. So you come over here to hip hop and you fucking try to change the rules and manipulate artists and do this, that, and the third and fucking break up people and this and that. And he blames Leor and his staff for breaking him and Jay-Z up. Like, they played 2 against 1. All right, so I mean the whole issue with the culture vulture shit is basically like Dame blames Leor and his staff for breaking up Rockefeller. They basically, planted some. He's saying they planted some ideas in Jay's head, and that made him say, "Oh well, why split my money with them when I can just keep all the money for myself? And we're gonna give you X, Y, Z, and you get these guys out of the way, and blah blah blah." And it's kind of like messed up that it's like now all the people that Dame cussed out on allegedly on Jay's behalf are now Jay's friends.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Leor, John Minnelli, like all these different guys are Jay's friends. So just kind of thinking about the term, like who are some of the biggest alleged culture vultures in hip hop? And this was like the short list of names that I came up with: Leor Cohen, DJ Vlad, Jordan Tower. For those of you who don't know, Jordan Tower used to direct a lot of music videos.
We used to always talk about Jordan Tower.
Yeah,
the videos with Shorty Low and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So he had some really dope content, original content with Shorty Low, and then he transitioned, which was like all like original videos. They were like doing like little funny, cool shit. Like they would like taste testing like who has the best chicken nuggets, like funny, like cool little like original shit or whatever. And at some point it switched, and he started to do like that DJ Vlad style of like deceptive headline reporting, and he's really getting on my fucking nerves. Like,
I feel like this, man, when it comes to the whole culture vultures thing. I feel like the whole world is a culture vulture. I feel like the world we live in it's just one big culture vulture. Paul Mooney always says that the black man is the most copied man on the planet.
Without a
like
doubt.
Bar none, it's the coolest, most swagged out thing ever. And the more and more life goes on, I see it. Like we spoke earlier about Jay-Z and Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? Like that mashup. And like in 2003, 2004, that was like And then you see Jay-Z doing the thing with Budweiser and all that, and it's like, now though, it's really gotten to the point where it's like, hip hop culture is it's
global culture.
It's pop. It's main
pop
culture.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Hip hop is crushing everyone else in record sales, streaming, all of that shit.
You look at Apple's new commercial, Beyonce Freedom playing. You look at Bud Light's new commercial, has Ice-T Colors playing. Colors.
Some of the hardest rap records of all time.
Souls, I'm taking y'all back on this one because I know none of y'all have probably heard it. The new Gatorade Paul George commercial, that's Souls of Mischief. 93 to I know y'all know about 93 to Infinity. It's like, these are songs that came out when society hated rap.
Yeah. When they thought it was a fad and it was going to go away.
It was just going to die. It was so misogynistic, and they hit. Now these songs play on your Budweiser, your it's another one I saw the other day.
There was one with another Apple commercial with Taylor Swift with Jumpman.
Yeah, banging Jumpman, banging Future. It's just like hip hop culture it's literally shifted to where you got Drake hosting. What did Drake host?
Saturday Night Live.
The ESPYs.
And ESPYs.
Like you literally got that happening now, where you got hip hop over top of everything.
Yeah.
Beyonce performed at the Country Music Awards. They're like, we gotta liven this shit up. Like, this shit is kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that. So it's like, when I hear the term culture vultures, it's like, I could show you everywhere. It's like McDonald's had billboards that said John on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. Like, every single thing that we see and you don't really think about it like just on the strength. So it's like when you actually put it in your mind, and like the last couple of days, that's how I've kind of thought about. Like, I've really been looking around and seeing what's what, and it's just like, damn, like it's just the way the world. I told you I was in David's, and there's a bunch of Asian kids in there with NMDs on and Supreme hoodies, and the Asian boy walked in, and a Chinese chick was like, damn, nigga, what took you so long to get here? And I'm like, did no niggas walk in here? Like, why are you saying this? But
like, ma'am, where are the niggas?
Yo, but it's literally like,
it's like what Paul Mooney say, everybody want to be a nigga,
but nobody want to be a nigga. It's the truth. It's like, everyone wants to talk like us, dress like us, act like us, look like us, be respected and revered like us, but you can't. It's just one of them things, and it's like I understand getting your money, I understand getting paid, so I'm not mad at people. Were actually mad at Ice-T for I saw that a little bit on Twitter, like signing off on he had to approve that, like Colors being on that commercial, and they were mad at Souls of Mischief doing that because they came from an era where Bud Light wouldn't have given Ice-T the time of day in 92, 91 when Colors actually came out. But now it's like, oh, we need that. You got Ice-T doing it's Lemonade. Like like it's like all of these hip hop dudes are literally at the forefront, and it's like you look at Will Smith doing the Fresh Prince. They can't do that without hip hop.
Exactly.
Y'all need parents just don't understand the drop for that show to make sense and for that show to happen. You know what I mean? You look at shows like Martin where they had Biggie on that. It's just hip hop culture is just one of them things, man, where it's not its own little section anymore. It's life. Everything I see on a daily basis revolves around the way we talk, the way we act, and what we look up to, and like. This is why you got Jay-Z selling Hewlett-Packard fucking computers. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. So it's like when you say who are the biggest culture vultures,
the world.
Too many of them to name.
Right.
Yeah, real shit. Like, culture vulture is deep. When you said it, I'm like, damn, that's a deep, and it literally, we could go for 2 days.
Because there's levels to it.
Exactly.
And it's like, the shit is damn near like a rabbit hole, because it's like you peel this back and then there's this, and then you move this and then there's this, and it's just like, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of like depth to the shit. My kind of thing, my initial thing in going into it is just kind of like the bait and switch kind of like world we live in as far as like internet and like irresponsible journalism, and kind of how like certain things that these different quote unquote journalists are putting up are leading to exacerbate like rap beefs and stuff like that, as opposed to them using their platform to be like, yo, y'all need to stop this shit.
Yeah.
They like, well, such and such said such and such today, and then this guy said such and such, so he's going to do X, Y, Z when he sees him. And it's just like, it's irresponsible journalism because it's like, when these guys kill each other, all y'all going to do is say how stupid that they are.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all push the shit to, you know what I'm saying, are doing everything in your power to push it to a head to where it's like, now fucking young Dolph's car gets shot up 100 times. You know what I'm saying?
But again, though, we do it to ourselves.
We do it
Like,
also, right.
Wendy Williams, I don't know, like, I hate Bull. She always is doing that type. Like, when the whole Nikki Remy shit, she literally was, like, fueling it.
Yeah.
And it was, like, dead. Like, but she was still, and that's kind of where, like, exposing that for your own shit. That's
Right.
a culture vulture. There can be culture vultures that are black. And
Yeah.
it's just the way it is.
Yo, no. One of the questions that I wrote was, we see a lot of people appropriating Tupac's image for their own financial gain.
Yeah.
Troy Ave, Boosie, and they're not the
Quilly.
first or the last. Like
Tupac.
I forgot about him. Oh
No,
my god, it's insane. It's just like shit like that, and it's just like, yo, Ebro and Rosenberg made a great point on their show this week, which I don't agree with a lot of what they say lately, but they said that Tupac didn't want to go to Vegas. Tupac had a feeling like shit wasn't right and things were spiraling out of control, and he knew, like, in his music, like, the end was coming. Why do you want to perpetuate that stereotype of paranoia and all of that other negativity that he had going on in his life?
Being like Tupac, it makes you, thug life.
Yeah.
If you're the new Tupac,
You ain't taking no shit. You thugged out.
think about our last show was called TRPE Pac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where we talked about, Donald Trump Pac and all, like, it's like, that's like the thing. Like, oh, I'm the new Pac. And it's just like, that's a culture vulture.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but yeah, that's
It
a culture
is,
vulture.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When you see, somebody does a video and they're dressed up like Biggie with a Coogee sweater and Gucci sunglasses, it's like, that's a culture vulture.
Especially because of the fact that hip hop and its culture was founded on originality. Like, there was a time you get your ass whooped for rapping similar to somebody or dressing similar to somebody or trying to take their image or using the same videographer that they use or whatever like that.
You see why I'm such a fan of Drake is because Drake had he literally could have came out and just been like Weezy,
He could have been Weezy 2.0.
but he didn't.
Nobody would have questioned it.
He didn't, and that's my thing. It's like, that's a great point too. Like, originality is just dead.
Yeah.
It's just gone almost. And what's wild is it's either gone or it's so far left that people can't get with it. This is why you got the Lil Uzis, the Yachties, the what's the other young boy I'm thinking about? 21 Savage.
Yeah.
You got these dudes, and it's like, granted, 21 Savage is kind of like a little future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somewhat futuristic, but it's like,
When you have 10,000 lil whatevers,
exactly.
when you're really good and you have a little bit of originality to you, you get pushed to the top.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's like, you look at it from the aspect of white America or corporate America or the business world.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what can we do that they would respond to? This is how you got Lil Yachty in Sprite commercials. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. It's like the whole world we live in is culture vultures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm not hating on it. Get your money. I'm not, do that, because I'd be in a Sprite commercial tomorrow. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
the check is there, I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on that. But it's just like,
We're just acknowledging more so that it is a thing.
my thing is the NFL is culture vultures. The NBA is culture vultures. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. It's like, y'all make so much money off of these God-gifted black people and just...
They still got a collective bargain and fight for every penny. Mm-hmm. But without them, it ain't no show. Mm-hmm. But they still got to fight and
it's like that
go tooth and nail.
at any... I always talk about my job. It's like that everywhere. All the people on the low end, we're all black. All the people up there are all white.
Right.
And they have not a clue about what's going on 29th and Chalmers. You think they know what 22nd and Ontario look like?
Right.
Hell no. They have not a clue.
Or 17th and Tasker.
No. The police now do these things on the bus. They do like safety checks. Like, where they come on the bus, scan their pass, and ask, are you all right? Any danger going on? You know where the cops be at? Broad Street. And it's the silliest shit on earth. I literally was trying to make a light the other day.
Right.
And the cop, like, literally came running out. Because I'm not even thinking, like, he's not getting on a bus.
Yeah.
And he came out, I was like, yo. And I stopped, opened the door. I'm like, you coming on? He was like, nah, safety check. You all right? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we looking for crime, anything going on? I'm like, yeah, it's tons of crime on Broad and Bainbridge at 2:30 in the afternoon.
All these $500,000 houses.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why aren't y'all on 19th in York? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's going down right now. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, but it's that, and that's kind of the way it is. It's like the shit all looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, no one really has a clue as to what the other side looks like because they don't see it. So that's why you got the Sprite commercial where it's Lil Yachty being silly, or you got LeBron on the Sprite commercial, or Drake, or whatever like that. But they don't own any of that. They don't get, it's all those white people at the top who are getting super paid off of these niggas working.
Because they're finding a new way to sell the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally with Lil Yachty, they fucking had Mike Will remake It Takes Two, put Lil Yachty in it with, I forget what the girl's name is, had her rapping, and it's a Target commercial.
Yeah.
Rob Bass, and they you can't sample the music. You know why? Because they don't want to fucking pay Rob Bass and Easy Rock.
I don't even pay DJ Vlad any mind anymore.
Yo, listen. He said the other day in an interview with my son that he didn't know Sister Soldier was a rapper. Do you know how bad that is? Do you know how fucked up that is?
Crazy.
That you report on hip hop exclusively. You don't talk about no pop music. You don't talk about no rock and roll. You don't talk about nothing. All Vlad TV is filled with B, C, D, E, F, G level rappers. And you don't know that Sister Soldier, the author and activist, started off as a rapper. Mm-hmm. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? And
didn't Vlad get beat the fuck up?
Rick Ross fucked him up. Yeah, it's like you put people
What was that over?
It's some irresponsible journalism shit. He like reported some shit or whatever, or he might have been the first one to break the story about Ross being a correctional officer, and he just like went in on the article. It was like he broke the story, but like the article, like he just went super in, and Ross seen him in D.C. and beat the dog shit out of him.
Punch in the face, get you $200K.
Yeah.
Or $300K.
Yeah.
Whatever. Vlad's back to making minimum wage. Whatever the 100Ks was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it's like, and then with Jordan Tower, it's like he's fucking. It seems like he's trying to find ways to top Vlad with the stupid headlines. These are just a couple of from this week. This is just this week. T.I. said he invented trap music, but he lied. This is the caption on the video. Meek Mill afraid to drop DC 4.5 because he won't sell like Drake and Kendrick. I clicked the video. There's no Meek Mill. There's nobody representing Dream Chasers. He didn't talk to anybody.
Get paid off them clicks though. That's a clickbait. And
clickbait, exactly. Is Rick Ross just as guilty as Birdman because he didn't? He's allowing DJ Khaled to keep Ace Hood in his contract. Like they're just making shit up. Gucci Mane came home and took Yo Gotti's buzz as retaliation for sleeping with Keisha Kaur. It's like, how do you surmise this shit?
I'm laughing at white nigga what?
White nigga what? Like this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever. Like this is all. This was all in the last 2 weeks.
White nigga what?
This is all in the last 2 weeks, man. Like,
shit.
So I mean, hit the email.
I saw you put Andrew Schultz in there. You think he's a culture vulture?
I think Andrew Schultz. My issue with Andrew Schultz is I'm just asking the question if he is or if he isn't.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't made my mind up yet.
Okay.
My issue with Andrew Schultz is
he white?
Yeah, he's fucking Jewish.
But it seems like he's mixed with something though.
He ain't mixed with black.
No, I don't think so. But it's something.
My issue with Andrew Schultz is I think he's potentially dangerous because he likes to argue for argument's sake. I don't think that he believes a lot of this shit in the messages that he puts out there. Mm-hmm. He's just a contrarian. And he likes to go against the grain. And it gets to a point where he pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes to the point where it's just like, you just look like an asshole. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had an interview with Angela Rye. Him and Charlamagne on Brilliant Is had an interview with Angela Rye, who's like, works in the political world and specializes in like black banking and all this different stuff. And it's like, it got to the point where Charlamagne had to have an intervention with him on the show. And he had to pull the producer in and everything and be like, yo, you're fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way he approaches certain interviews, he's a very good interviewer. But the way he approaches it and tries to like get under people's skin is borderline like irresponsible journalism.
I told
because
you,
he doesn't believe a lot of this
Tariq
shit.
Nasheed was getting at him.
Oh my God.
That was
just like a shouting match.
Yeah,
like,
that was a good ass interview though. He is a good interviewer, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like borderline. Like I'm not sure yet. Because it's like I see certain things and like I love them, and then other Jones I'm like I hate Andrew Schultz. So it's just like
it's crazy because you didn't fuck with them at all, and I put you.
Yeah,
on
you
to
put me
it.
absolutely.
And then
100%.
it's like some days you like I fucked with Schultz so much on this, that, and the third, but then it's like 4 days later you like I don't fuck with boy at all.
Yeah, it's just like he's just undoing so much good work. It's just like yo, I was fucking with you. I was rooting for you. Fucked it all up.
Like
man.
Tyra Banks, we were all rooting for you.
Yeah. So. Hit the email, hit our Twitter, TRPE 2017, hit our IG with y'all thoughts about the Culture Vulture conversation. We'll probably revisit this at some point or whatever.
You had a joint saying, what can be done to police them?
I mean, once you kind of hit me with the world is a Culture Vulture joint, I don't fucking know.
That's my joint. It's like, it's really too much money. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Like you look at, I always say like the NFL, there are no black owners. And I don't.
Yeah, the one time they tried to get a black owner, guy was interviewing, trying to buy the Minnesota
the Vikings.
They crawled all up through his ass with a fucking high beam flashlight and an infrared beam. Like, and it was like, you got questioned behind some criminal activity from a potential real estate deal back in 1987.
Yeah.
We can't sell you the team.
But on the flip side, you look at Irsay from the Colts.
Drinking, driving,
Mayhem.
pills,
Yeah.
fucking hoes,
Mayhem.
nutting on bitches, whatever.
It's
like,
just
whatever.
It's crazy.
Like, fuck it.
The shit is wild, you know? And I was saying to my homie the other day, I'm like, I think LeBron, when it's all said and done, he'll be an owner of the Cavs in some capacity.
Yeah.
He might not be full owner, but he's going to be right up there.
Yeah.
If not what Jordan is, like a majority owner.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like he did way too much for that city now. And he's just gonna have too much money.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have $1 billion. So it's like I feel like LeBron will be an owner, but I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like there should be way more owners in sports, especially. You know what I'm saying? We saw Jay-Z. I'm paying niggas back for what they did to the Cold Crush. To where Jay-Z was like, "Listen, check this out. Rapping is cool and getting paid from rap is dope, but." Let's take over these fucking offices because that's where it's at. And it's like, you look at it through history. Dr. Dre made a lot of money. Jimmy Iovine made more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's always like that and it's always has been. And it's like, that was my one joint with why I respected Jay-Z. Again, black greatness. When Jay-Z say, I'm getting courted by the bosses, the Ed Guz and Doug Mosses, like, Jay like, I'm up here now. You know what I'm saying? Kicking the door, take over everything.
Right.
That's kind of where you got to be because they're not going to give it to you. They literally were raping rappers in the 80s, and they're still raping rappers today. If you don't do better with your paperwork, your lawyer situation, and setting up your own goddamn thing. This is why you have so many artists now who decide to go independent and do their own thing. Set it all up A to Z for themselves.
It's like, why bother?
Exactly.
Like, I know what I'm getting. It's like, yo, I do X amount of units times X amount of dollars. My percentage is X amount. I pocket this.
Yeah, exactly.
I pay my fucking staff. This is my net. Net, fucking net.
But yeah, definitely hit us, man, and let us know what y'all think about the whole Culture Vultures discussion. You got anything else you want to say on that real quick?
Nah, I'm kind of done with the Culture Vulture shit.
Okay, cool.
I have my y'all weird. I kind of feel like it's going to take us down like a rabbit hole, though.
It probably will.
Do you want to take these questions first?
No, go get y'all weird out
So
of
my y'all weird this week, I saw a fight with two teenage girls, one of which was in a wheelchair. And yes, she was the aggressor in the fight. Her friends brought her to the park.
Somebody had to push that chick.
Somebody brought her.
It wasn't a motorized wheelchair.
Yeah, someone brought her to the park to settle things with fisticuffs with a person whose legs are fully operational.
Like, why you gotta be so silly?
I'm not being silly.
Y'all gotta see this nigga face.
The thought process that went into all of this, like, at no point did anybody, when she was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck that bitch Tamika up, did nobody say, that's a bad idea, she has both her legs.
Why didn't nobody put the brakes on and be like, nah.
Like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, like, chill. Like,
Kate, you're not going anywhere. Fucking putting the parking brake on this fucking wheelchair. Then once you're pushing her, you're like, you know what? Let's turn around. This is a bad. Like, nowhere along the whole process of going to the park to fight did anybody like, you know what? This is dumb. I'm taking you home.
Yeah, real
What
shit.
can she do? If you decide to take her home, what can she do?
Real shit.
There's nothing she can do. She's in a wheelchair.
Like, nobody decided to bust a Yui.
And because of that, she got fucking ragged out.
Yeah.
She got the dog shit kicked out of her. So it's like, all right.
Somebody on the opposition side said, fuck her up, Keisha. That bitch was talking all that shit and she ain't even swinging. It's like, yeah, well, she can't pivot.
She's worried about falling out of this
like,
motherfucker.
She can't plant her fucking feet and swing at you.
Like,
so it's like,
so with that being said, my y'all weird goes to the wheelchair pusher, the girl in the wheelchair who was the aggressor in this situation, and the girl who was standing in front of her and didn't recognize that this is an easy Vic and I need to just walk away.
yeah, that's definitely some weird shit because it's like, it's cool. Like,
You got it.
You got it, fam. Like, somebody in a wheelchair start talking greasy to me.
I can
can't
be
swing
all the
on you.
bitch ass niggas in the world to somebody in a wheelchair.
You right.
Worst come to worst, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna kick him out the wheelchair.
It was crazy. A couple years ago, me and Ra were actually gonna fight, and some of y'all, most of y'all have never seen Ra. He's like 5'3", 140 pounds, and I'm 6'1", 350. It's like we started talking crazy. We was in the studio, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. And then as I got
I'm
up,
a ragdoll him.
as I got up and got close to him, I realized just how much bigger than him I was. And I was like, I can't do this shit, man. Like, it's just gonna be terrible. And how do that not kick in with somebody in a wheelchair?
Like, there's a whole like production that happens prior to all of this, like, and nobody on either side is like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Nobody who's telling the girl whose legs work properly to be like, don't go.
Yeah.
They know what they did. They came with her and brought the cameras.
Yeah.
Brought the camera phones. Fuck her up, Keisha. She was talking shit.
Yeah.
Nobody. There's 10 people here.
Y'all weird.
Y'all weird as
Yeah,
shit.
it's definitely a y'all weird.
Bring back the Hitler oven for a limited time only. Bring it back, man. Like, if motherfuckers knew,
shit.
like, yo, if you do some super duper out of pocket shit, you
going
going in the oven. That'll chill all that shit out.
Yeah.
All the dumb shit.
You ain't lying though, real shit.
Like, if you know I'm going in the oven,
Yeah.
like Hansel and Gretel, I'm going in the fucking oven.
Yeah.
You gonna chill out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't want to fight no more.
I don't
I
want
wanna
to risk
I
going
wanna
in the
risk
oven
it.
over this dumb shit.
I don't want to risk being a tostada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over some bullshit.
That's crazy.
You got it, bro.
Going into the questions, you just the one of the questions I saw, it's pertaining to cell phone usage and shit. She said she really liked the show, blah blah blah. You know they always like the show, whatever. All right, how do you feel about people disciplining their children and filming it and putting it on social media?
I'm not with that.
I hate it.
I think that's an extreme form of embarrassment. You plant the seed for low self-esteem and for self-hate when you do things like that to a child. At the end of the day, kids are kids. They're going to make mistakes. Some of them are blatant mistakes. Like, they know, like, yo, if I get caught, like, I'm, like, on some nut ass shit. Others are innocent mistakes. Others, things they can't help. And a lot of times, parents aren't properly policing and investing the time in their kids' lives for the prevention part so that they don't display the bad behavior.
Yes, very
if
true.
your kid goes awry somewhere along the line, you're at least 25% responsible. Because the kid ain't just running fucking rogue. They running rogue because you not policing them properly. Or if your kid is getting bad grades, you're not checking their homework, you're not in contact with their teachers, you're not doing what the fuck you need to do. Like, when I was in high school, 10th, 11th grade, I missed 70 days a year, 10th, 11th grade, cutting school fucking bitches. My mom had no fucking idea, but it was because I was a crafty fucking teenager who historically got all A's, so I planted a seed in her mind from a young age that I have nothing to worry about with this one. But she had everything in the world to worry about, but that was a problem I created, not her. I was spinning her. She was asking for all of the documentation. I was spinning her. So it's like, she was an active parent, though. I just went above and beyond to fucking spin
My
her.
mom was a teacher, active parent, please. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
both of my parents, like, you just couldn't do certain shit.
You gotta put the time in with your kid. Like,
My
treat
thing
your
with
kid like an ornament.
My thing with the filming your kids is like, are we that invested in our social medias that it's like that's the what?
No, we good.
Oh, that's the platform you decide to go that route with your child. Like, your child, like, motherfuckers who kids do some shit and then they give them fucked up haircuts. You ever seen that shit?
All the time.
And then post it on Facebook. It's like, what the fuck does this help?
Like, your kid gonna kill you in your sleep when he's 19.
Yo, straight up and down. I wish on, like, my pop, like, when I got, because I was a bad kid and shit. Not bad, but I got into trouble and shit.
Yeah.
I wish he would have been like, yeah, sit down. I'm about to give you a fucked up haircut. And you going to school like that. It's just been like, all right, throw your hands up.
Throw your shit up, old head.
They serve dinner at the boarding school at 8. Hopefully I can get there in time. It's 4:30, nigga. Throw your hands
Do they
up.
do admissions after 3 o'clock?
Yo, real shit. Hopefully I can get there and get my rations. Throw your hands up. It's like, there's no way on earth I'm about to just be embarrassed on the show. I seen a lady today post a video. The girl, her daughter had wore her shoes. Like, she wore her red bottoms. And she made the video like, this little bitch telling y'all she got money. She ain't got no fucking money. Y'all think them is my red bottoms she wearing. I'm like, am I watching this shit? Like, is this
a thing?
Is this really happening?
Is this live?
This is fucking crazy. Like, I will never understand that part of the
I know
world.
y'all young mothers. Don't discipline your daughter over wearing your red bottoms.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Cut the fucking Migos off and be a parent. And maybe she won't be fucking worried about wearing some motherfucking red bottoms.
Real shit. Y'all put them in red bottoms and go to the prom. And you know how I hate these young nigga proms. You know I hate them.
Yo.
Y'all put them in these shoes they can't wear. You know, I went to a predominantly white high school.
Yeah.
Our prom, it was crazy. The white girls was dancing, sliding on the floor, jumping around. You know why? Because they dresses cost $30 and they wore bullshit ass shoes, but they was having fun. All the black girls had on fucking Gucci shoes and Fendi shit that they couldn't walk in, just sitting there eating pick and pill shrimp.
Black prom and baby shower is bigger than the wedding. You know why? Because ain't nobody marrying none of these motherfuckers. So that shit is bigger than the motherfucking wedding.
I seen a prom last year where the bitch got out of a casket. Like, I seen the bitch come out of an ambulance. I seen the bitch had Beyonce dancers at the house. They did the I didn't come to play with you hoes dance.
Spirit dancers.
Shout out motherfucking Ross and Crack. We was out in North Philly, my grandpa block, and the girl came out the house. This was her prom. Like, I seen the Phantom, and it was like, oh shit, because this block is fucking filthy.
Yeah.
That Phantom looks crazy on this block. They was coming out. The people's all out there, the balloons, the red carpet, all that shit. She came out, and the bitch let a dove go. Like, she threw a dove in the air, and I'm like, what the fuck was
This episode of TRPE has been brought to you by CWBA.
The whole time I'm like, that dove ain't gonna make it out of North Philly. I'm like, what the fuck did they do that for?
It's gonna be a killer pigeon somewhere that's gonna grab hold of that fucking dove. It's over.
Yeah, man, but
stop embarrassing your kids.
Stop embarrassing your children. Here goes. This is a real good question. I want to give her a shout out. Steph Ox. It's one of my sister's friends.
Okay.
Stephanie was the one who gave us the real good question last time. I don't know if you remember. It was a couple episodes ago.
I remember.
She always gives great ass questions. She gave us another one this week, and we're gonna close out the show on this one. What do you guys think is a bigger issue? Blacks not supporting other blacks, or not wanting to support unprofessional black establishments?
Oh, man.
Like, what do you think is a bigger issue? Blacks not supporting blacks, or blacks having, unprofessional establishments? Thanks,
blacks do support blacks. That's a myth that black people don't support other blacks. They don't support black people that they know. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, Migos, Drake, they get all our fucking money. We go to their shows, we buy their merch.
But I feel what she's saying in the fact that Jay-Z, Migos, Drake, Beyonce, they don't be on that bullshit. Like how we was just talking about the Rough Riders reunion and DMX. I'm probably not going to go to it. I went to Beyonce's concert in the rain. She was not late, and that bitch showed off. Going to. My girl wants to go. We're going to the next Beyonce concert. DMX show up late with a 40. It's like, I'm the fuck out of here, and I'm never coming again. It's like, I think black people, we be short for the bullshit, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, but it's because We don't got unlimited resources to be wasting money playing with you.
That's what I'm
If I come to
saying.
your motherfucking restaurant and your posted hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., if I come there at 9:30, you better fucking be there.
Yo, I ain't gonna say no name, but you know, black business and shit, restaurant. You know, come try our world famous, ribs. Hey, how you doing? Can I get a half rack of the ribs? Oh, we all out of ribs.
This is what y'all known for.
Well, this is a pickle. What the fuck
This
do
is
we
what
do
y'all
now?
known for. You brought me in with the promise of the ribs.
Of world famous ribs.
I get here, not only are there no world famous ribs,
there are no ribs. Shit is crazy.
You don't have a rib. You don't have 3 ribs.
I'm about to break your ribs. The fuck you ain't
You
got
see how
no
this
ribs
shit gets escalated?
Yeah, shit is crazy. But I feel like that's where it be. Like there's and don't get it fucked up because there's white business that be on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Asian. I don't frequent these Chinese stores that y'all love going into because they be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There are a couple Italian pizzerias I don't go into because when I went in there the one time, they was on some bullshit. Yeah. But I see it more and more because again I'm black, so I venture to places where my people are.
I give all my people a shot. If I like you, got a relationship with you, or I know somebody that's close to your situation, I'm going to give you a shot.
You know what my friend told me the other day? He was like, yo, I'm not even a real podcast dude, and I never really was like worried about podcasts.
Yeah.
But he's like, I listened to y'all first episode. It was dope. He's like, then the next week y'all did the, I can't even remember what our second episode was.
Me neither.
But he was like, your second joint was dope. He's like, and then I listened to that Migos joint. I was cracking the fuck up. He's like, I've been faithfully listening to them shits every week. And like, remember when we had the whole issue, y'all remember with Nine, with the audio issue? He was like, yo, I caught myself that day at work like, damn, it's Tuesday. Why the joint ain't upload yet? And it's just like, he's like, I caught myself like, damn, I'm a real life fan of this shit. But he was like, because y'all don't be on no bullshit. These episodes is coming. We not stopping. You're like, that's kind of how it is. Black business don't pay attention to their business hours. There legit are stores.
Their hours.
If there are stores that have Monday through Friday, 9 to 7 in the window. You come Monday at 10:30, it is dark. You looking through the glass like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Niggas thought it was Sunday Junior. We fucking called out.
Yo, true story. My homie owns a fucking mechanic shop. I tell him, yo, I'm gonna get brakes.
Yo, you told me that.
Yo, I bought new tires. I bought new tires off a tire rack. I bought some Pirellis and I bought some brakes to put on my whip. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna get my tires put on and front and back brakes. He's like, cool, be at my shop 9 o'clock. I'm like, bet. I come, get up early. I go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a coffee and shit, and a motherfucking muffin. I show up at 8:58. The gate ain't open yet. Nobody there. I'm like, all right, cool. It's 8:58. You know, maybe he be pulling in the next little minute. I'm sitting there listening to Jeezy and shit. I'm like, yo, it's 9:15. So I call him. I'm like, yo, what's up? Where you at? I'm at your shop. He like, damn, you hype? Nigga,
This
what?
is your business.
What the fuck you mean I'm hype? He was like, yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna swing past Yummy's real quick, get some breakfast. I'll be right there. I'm like, nigga, you in West Philly? I'm like, yo, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I straight left. Like, Cole calling me, no, I'm cool. Because you told me to be here at 9 o'clock.
I was here.
And that's kind of where, like, that's what I mean. There's so many black businesses. I was prepared to give you cash to put these brakes and these tires on this goddamn vehicle.
You don't want it.
You don't. I'm out. And I went to crazy work. I went to the dealership and paid like an extra $135, and I didn't even care. Whatever, because I
know the shit is gonna be done and done right.
I went and they got fucking free pretzels. Like, what the fuck?
Clean the fuck up.
I ain't got to deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that be my joint. You got a small business. You might have to go to extra motherfucking leg and cater to somebody to get them to spend some money. Yeah. You can't have a small business, a boutique, a fucking small auto shop and be like, yeah, like, you're not Meineke, nigga. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't fucking, you're not the dealership.
Yo, I saw this one small boutique in Philly. They posted hours was 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. I was like, what type of fucking hours is that? Like, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm working overnight at the hospital. I probably can't really get there until about, I got to get home around 10, take a nap.
That's crazy.
Come open up around 2. I'm like, who the fuck is policing these hours? Like,
yeah.
Like, y'all are crazy as shit.
That's bonkers.
I'll never go there and buy anything.
Yeah, man.
Because of this.
I feel like black business has to, step it up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, take care of your customers. We talked about it earlier with Mir and Steph. Like, building relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're going out trying to appease people. Yeah. When you're trying to appease people and trying to grow your brand and grow your business, you have to go the extra.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should have pulled up at 8:55 and you waiting for me to pull in there. And you like, yo, come on, I was waiting on you, bro. That's what I should not. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't even have to call you.
Because here's the thing. Your motherfucking rent is going to be due the same day next month, and you're gonna wish you had this $400 or whatever the fuck that I'm about to give you, but you can't seem to pass up the goddamn scrambled eggs from Yummies.
Yeah,
it was more important for you to make sure you stop and got your breakfast than got here and got this money.
I said, nigga, I'm a big man. I know good food. Yummy's been hit since the late 90s.
Straight up.
Bring your ass the fuck down here and open this goddamn gate. Like, yo, the shit is crazy. But yeah, those are the two questions I pulled.
All right. Well, good questions.
I saw those. I thought those were pretty dope.
Just some administrative stuff before we part. Make sure you download, subscribe, rate, and review, preferably 5 stars on all media outlets.
Let's get them comments.
iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio. Make sure you listen every Thursday from 10 p.m. to midnight on our New Media Radio Network.
Oh, yeah.
At newmediaradio.net. If you're new to the Philly area, you can also check us out on Satchel Podcast app. And finally, if you want to watch us, go to YouTube, search TRPE. All our videos are on there, starting from episode 13. Mm-hmm. So 13, 14, 15 are live. 16 will be up later this week, like mid to late week.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Absolutely, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube account or a Google account, make one, then subscribe.
It's free.
It's absolutely free. You can do so through your Gmail account. So if you have Gmail, you have fucking YouTube account. Just sign in through that shit. And through Satchel, you can also donate to the show. We are taking donations. I think that's it.
That's definitely it.
Shout out again to Mir and Steph from Dope Shows. Shout out to CWBA Basketball League for sponsoring the show once again. What's the name of the deli that
catered? Shout out to the hoagie tray.
What is it? Oh, shout out to Tony Pease and Ben Salem for providing us with some food tonight. The nice hoagie tray. Make sure y'all go check them out. If you and Ben Salem, they got a big dope ass deli, and their food is good as shit. I stand by it.
Yeah, I'm about to go get another piece of.
I'm definitely
hoagie
looking forward to it. I'm like, I ain't gotta buy dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Got another piece of hoagie coming up. So we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all of the love. Thank you for everybody listening in Philadelphia and worldwide. We can't thank y'all enough for all the support. And we are out. See y'all episode 17.
It's in the books.